Hello everyone, and welcome to another day of the CBLOL Academy English Costream. We're in the playoffs, still in the upper round this week. Yesterday, we had Pain go against Flamengo, and that went to full 5 games. Somewhat surprisingly, honestly. I think Flamengo definitely punching up and Pain kind of not showing their usual dominant style. But today, on paper, it's a bigger mismatch. It's VKS.A's Academy up against FUR.A Academy. And VKS.A came off the regular season as 2nd seed. FUR.A were like, what? They were pretty far down. So they were 7th seed coming out. Yeah, but FUR.A made some magic. And I'm waiting for the playoff bracket to show up here so I can show y'all, but it was insane. Like the way FUR.A even made it. Hello, Spoods. Glad you could join us today. Hopefully today doesn't run so long that it kind of runs into your bedtime again. Because, yeah, yesterday was surprisingly long. Rosters, too, while we're here. I mean, VKS.A's roster did see a change. Tyrion, Thati, Linkas, Morias, Telas. And Linkas is a bit of a newer name because Dukui stepped out mid-split for mental health reasons, and Leleco got promoted, and Leleco is doing a great job in CBLOL. Linkas then got his shot here on the Academy team, and it really does feel like VKS.A's mid laners are all cut from the same cloth. They all play kind of similar champions, a lot of control mages, a lot of Ori priority. I'm actually curious if we continue seeing Ori priority. I feel like she's not as favored as she used to be. I don't think they nerfed her. I just think people just found better options. But with Azir enabled again, I wouldn't be surprised if we started seeing Ori kind of show up again because people are just handshaking too. Okay, so this is the bracket I'm talking about, which is kind of crazy. Typically, this match here, FUR.A versus Kaboom. Kaboom was, what, 3rd, 4th seed coming up the regular season? 3rd seed, I think, coming up the regular season. But their roster's insane. FUR.A beat them. When Shino and Steiner came back from CBLOL, they brought some magic with them. And they not only beat Kaboom, but the way they beat Kaboom. They actually beat them by out-handing them. It wasn't like better. They just hand-checked Kaboom better than Kaboom. So that is absolutely insane. Just come out to watch VKS.A's play. Well, we'll see how it goes today first. There might be another game in between. We'll see. In regards to who won yesterday, spoilers, no spoilers, it was Pain still pulling out the win at the end of the day, but it was not a clean one. That was... Well, the series wasn't clean. The last couple of games were very clean and were exactly what we expected from Pain Gaming Academy squad. You know, playing Aurelion Soul for Cats, it just feels perfect in terms of a match.
Eu acredito que o nosso momento ele é bom atualmente. Eu acho que a gente veio do
Steiner,
play, né,
jungler
talvez nem
back in.
tanto com o favoritismo, mas
Yeah, actually, during the period Steiner and Shino were up playing in CBLOL, Hakari and Vinisechi played down here, and they actually did a pretty good job. Actually won through the GSL stages, so props to them. But yeah. What's kind of interesting to me for this VKS.A squad is something Coach Yao had said in his interview earlier this week, or after this last weekend, about how he doesn't really see like the primary and academies team as 2 separate teams. Like to him, there's just VKS.A's. And I think the academy team has kind of reflected that. Their macro has been cleaner than most of the academy teams. That said, there is a lot of raw talent on the team as well. Like individually, Tyrion can have huge pop-off moments. Mortius is probably best AD carry in Academy right now. Telas has been actually huge in support. I've been a fan of Telas actually for a while now, since he got his little stint in CBLOL.
Os pontos que eles mantiveram, principalmente pra mim, acho que o Thati e o Telas, né, que se mantiveram e a adição do Morteus. Acho que as duas side lanes deles são ponto forte, assim, acredito que eles têm bastante experiência, já jogaram antes também. Então acho que nesse time atual, assim, acho que o top e o
Yeah, no, I was actually quite surprised by Telas' mechanics.
I
think it's a really good fit with Mortius, and I think VKS.A's bot lane is a huge threat.
Então acho que tipo, se a gente conseguir anular isso,
Linkas is probably the weakest link for me on this K-Stars roster, and I say that
na mesma posição, semifinal da Upper em 2023 no primeiro split.
Weakest link doesn't mean weak, right? Like, I think it's just that he's newer to the team, hasn't quite fit in yet. But yeah, his mechanics are okay.
Contra a FUR.A é muito bom, então acho que a freguesia vai se manter.
FUR.A Academy is stepping up quite a bit, while Shino and Steiner spring to mind when I think of like the biggest carries on this team. I do want to shout out the bot lane as well. Like Hawa and Yuzent has been a pretty big threat, and Lolo's Talia is what comes to mind when I think of Lolo.
Lá pra baixo. Ou saíram do campeonato ou estão na chave inferior. Então, a equipe da
I don't know if it's best performing champion necessarily, but it's certainly the one that stuck out to me.
A gente tava falando aqui durante
it is his most played champion. Okay, that's also why. Yeah. The Ari was kind of meh, but his Talia is on point. I wouldn't be surprised if we see K-Stars ban out the Talia.
11 vezes
desde que a gente terminou a fase
regular. Sabe quantas a Cade jogou? Bem menos, eu chuto? 2. Foram 2 vitórias aqui. E a equipe da FUR.A vem se degladiando para reestruturar aí com a adição dos moleques que subiram, mas voltaram.
Yeah, for me, this is the focus for K-Stars in terms of carry potential, but this is the wild card. Tyrion to me is a massive massive.
Que foi o caso da Cade, que tá sentada ali na pipoquinha, irmão.
I guess to an extent, should talk about FUR.A also they had up. Shino Steiner, that top side is what I'm kind of focused on. Though this might just become a vertical split between the two teams, where you get K-Stars controlling bot side, and then you get FUR.A controlling top side, potentially. That's my guess for how this might play out. Yeah, I kind of see how what champions get picked, but sort of side selection. Yesterday, it was really weird because blue side became kind of high prio, but not for power picks early. It's more just like flex pick, the rel, and hiding what you had. Kind of a weird use of the blue side, but yeah. That was like prio to like last game. It just became an ASOL show. So I'm curious if like K-Stars and FUR.A, if they...
Pra você que não sabe em casa,
they started doing the same thing with blue side. I thought blue side is not the better side for like the last couple of patches. I think there's either too many OPs or not enough OPs after the bans to really warrant the blue side. Like there's no one pick where I'm just like, oh, you get this pick and it's pretty much like completely GG. There are really strong individual power picks, like Rumble. Yeah, we talking about Rumble yesterday. Okay, so I'm really happy to see this. First of all, interesting bans. The Nocturne ban against Theti and the Aatrox ban against Tyrion says a lot about these players individually that they had that ban first phase. I really think there are counters, and this feels like a K-Stars thing, because we're not seeing a lot of teams ban out these champions right now. Nocturne ban makes a bit more sense than Ori ban to me right now, and this just says that.
Eles precisam desse Rumble forte no começo de jogo para ser o trampolim
pro late game.
É isso que eu ia comentar. Você tem uma Zeri, você tem um Aurelion Sol que querem mais tempo
de jogo. Other than that, the Triss ban, Talia ban. Okay, we expected Talia ban. I like this. Kalista still pretty strong, especially when Solution's off the table. Triss taken away from Lolo as well. A lot to Lolo in the mid lane. Interesting. But one thing I really like is first of all the Rumble pickup here for K-Stars, and they're not afraid to play it with the mage in the mid lane. Game just refused to play Rumble with ASOL, which shocked me after you've had such a good Rumble game. So I think this is good. And then I like that you take the Vi and Zeri. That makes the Zeri. You handshake with the Jinx, that's okay. We see the Rel push pick prio still. It's okay. I don't hate it. I just don't know if this is necessarily the best thing, or if it's worth taking blue side just for this. Though I think K-Stars gets side selection first game because they're higher seed. Ari Viego, okay, I like that. Gragas with disengage. Not a bad comp. Both these comps quite a bit. I think it's pretty solid. I like that FUR.A, or not like, I appreciate that FUR.A didn't just all in on the Jinx. They actually have 2 other threats, so it's not just the Jinx show. A lot of times you'll see Protect the Jinx compositions come through. But as we saw from like Bane Gaming, among others, well, they run the Jinx. I think they ran the Zeri for that. But single threat comps, it's almost impossible to peel everything.
Tô curioso pra gente o que vai ver dentro de
jogo. So
assim,
having sort of second,
Cage,
I think is a really solid choice. And RGA is just a really strong duo.
Tem responsabilidade de gerar esse jogo, sim, precisa e tá nas costas.
Because I do think when you face ASOL, you need to threaten them. If there's no threat on ASOL, then
é esse jogo esquermichado e é um jogo que eu sinto que precisa ser um pouquinho mais rápido.
Just ASOL just gets free game.
Agência sobre um jogo rápido.
I think for FUR.A,
para começar a fazer esse efeito snowball, inclusive se a FUR.A consegue fazer um snowball com essa composição, com esses resets, irmão,
4. I'll give them 4. I want to give them 4.5, but I kind of can't because they did give away a whole bunch of power picks, like the Rumble, the ASOL, the Vi, especially for running something like a Jinx, and it's not like Jinx Tomcat, Jinx, even Thresh is not enough, it has to be Tomcat pretty much. I just think K-Star's got all the power picks, they've got really strong front to back, they've got backline threat. The thing I kind of don't super like about K-Stars is no setup for the Rumble, but I don't think that will be a problem, given that you've got a Alistar and ASOL. I think there's enough lockdown here. Yeah, even if this is a 4, I think K-Stars have dropped it a 4.5 or 5.
Sim, tem várias possibilidades, mas eu tô contigo dela
this drop
jogando no flanco,
pode ser
really jeito, porque quer queira, quer não, esse Aurelion pode ficar vulnerável e pode ser um alvo em potencial. Só que a brincadeira que eu sempre faço e falo com o Gruntar é sobre um time que tem um monte de zagueiro.
Early game topside's gonna be kind of interesting to me.
Tem a definição de zagueiro, que é o Alistar.
To my thinking, is probably one of the better laners into the Rumble. You are still melee, which will still hurt, but at least you can choose to disengage, and you can still barrel farm, and you've got good sustain. So, yeah. I was expecting FUR.A to come out swinging the top side, top jungle, Shino I expect that to be the focus, but I think a Rumble Vi is enough to actually match that. And then K-Stars just go scaling across the way. So if anything, FUR.A, I'm looking at Lolo Shino right now. The mid-jungle duo to be the ones to control the early game. If FUR.A don't have, let's call 1.5 thousand gold lead at 15 minutes, then I think K-Stars will win, just through draft pretty much.
Aqui, bem padrãozinho, a FUR.A vai mantendo a agência sobre esse arbusto específico. Nenhuma invasão, só um pouquinho da sentinela, um pouquinho mais funda da FUR.A ali em cima do fight.
Eu acho que a Ikawa deu a cara, por isso que foi à frente já o Telas. Eles vão fazer essa troca inicial por aqui. O Yuzente acaba ficando com um pouquinho mais de vida, pós-choque dá aquela segurada.
Kind of interesting choice. I don't think Alistar wins this lane early. I think Rel would actually absolutely dumpster if you keep fighting. So, a little bit surprised that Telas is playing so aggro.
E a equipe da VKS vai tentando.
Alistar does have a built-in heal though, so the early trade is not terrible. Like he will be able to stay back up, and I guess that's why you're seeing Telas kind of back off now and not actually all win this. Early trade's fine, and then heal and you'll be okay.
E eles vão provavelmente conseguir esse nível 2 antes. O Alistar, antes do nível 2, é um pouco complicado.
Teams don't know where the junglers are. Ward spots Shino at the start, and the Ward doesn't spot TT, which kind of suggests that TT is probably not starting upside.
O Lynx um pouco ali dessa movimentação, então ele é obrigado a dar aquela volta maior, perde um pouquinho de XP, ainda assim fica tudo numa boa. A gente viu a sentinela dando visão do Steamer, então o time da VKS sabe que ele tá fazendo esse
pass pro bot side. Inclusive o Tite tá fazendo até porque o Morteus e o Tela estão embaixo da torre. I don't know if that's a choice that Shino is letting happen, or whether that's just Tyran's damage is really high early with the Rumble.
De jeito nenhum, porém o que você consegue fazer é pressionar e tentar negar esses farms.
And bot side, again, we mentioned the Relbet is stronger than Alistar early, and Jinx can choose to shove with rockets if she wants to.
Que ela chegue, né? O mais longe possível ou que o jogo termine antes.
And you're allowed to do this because you have vision on TT. You know TT is not bot side right now.
A gente viu bastante Zeri recentemente fazendo volta para batedora.
Slow push, then finish shoving.
Eu tô curioso se eles vão tentar já fazer um setup para puxar esses itens a longo prazo, ou se eles vão simplesmente puxar a itemização normal por aqui.
É que eu sinto que se ela fizer isso, ela tá abrindo muita mão da lane, aí faz mais sentido Telas sair pro jogo. Vai depender de como eles querem jogar. Faz sentido isso, Otávio 7. Porque tendo um Alistar pra rodar o jogo junto com a Vi,
I hope this doesn't become a really slow game, just because the comps want to scale.
Faz algum sentido. Mas
actually for FUR.A hopes this isn't a quiet game as well, because you've got the Gigar, you have the one looking for action.
Ele só tá terminando o pathing dele no aronguejo, enquanto do outro lado o Tite também já terminou o pathing, já fez o aronguejo, já estourou a Florividente por ali e deixou a sua sentinela.
Eles precisam fazer o tracking do Steamer. O time da VKS sabe que a FUR.A quer essa bolinha de neve. Então, se o Steamer não jogar, para eles é maravilhoso. A grande questão também que o
So likely Shino wasn't trying to let the wave push into him, just kind of got shoved in.
Porque a partir do momento que o Aurelion Sol começar a já itemizar um pouco mais, começar a ter um cadinho mais de stack, o clear de wave dele é muito rápido. Então essa área vai ter janelas muito curtas pra se mover.
Yeah, I thought Gragas would have a better laning phase. I guess not. I guess there really is no melee that can play into Rumble. Because I know that people are telling me that Ujir was sort of the Rumble counter, but I'm going to be honest, I do not think so at all. Like, I think you can survive the lane-ish, but your impact is just so low. And you can still die if you misplay. Like, it's probably an easier matchup than like the Cassante or Aatrox, but it's still not great.
Chegando o primeiro dragão na partida, vem um dragão do oceano, chega também as Vast Larvas. O time da VKS começa a colocar uma sentinela vermelha já um pouco mais atrás ali na saída da selva. E aqui no top, o Tyrion vem pra cima do Chino e fala assim, irmão, tua barra de mana não existe, a minha também não, mas a minha vem pra pegar fogo.
E por isso também ele vem de incendiar. É justamente para essa pressão inicial de jogo, essa pressão de lane, que o Tyrion vem com esse feitiço. Eu tava de olho no reset do Telas, ele já tá voltando direto pra parte inferior, ele meio que
Chino has to burn TP. Actually, everybody just burned TP. Oh, and we are not seeing objectives traded.
O Tite vai pegar o
Steiner. Na trocação de soco, o Steiner tem a vantagem porque ele pega essa primeira Vast Larva, o XP leva...
Fury have Prio from mid lane, K-Stars have Prio from top side.
Liberandinho esse level 5. Agora sim, ele vai conseguir subir. Garantiu uma, pelo menos viu todo mundo chegando, não precisa fazer nada.
Probably the right call from Fury or from K-Stars as well. I mean, Diego Ari early on is going to be stronger. The A-Soul was the weak point here. Vi can technically still fight into the Diego. I mean, you lose the extended trade, but with another person, the burst damage is often high enough to take somebody out, but A-Soul just is too weak early. You just need time to scale. That's okay. That's why I was a little bit surprised with Ice to try and fight the grubs and not just kind of trade objectives. Maybe they just lost track of where Chino was.
Vai estar mais presente, então é interessante, mas lembra do que a gente falou. A equipe da FUR.A.
But now, because FUR.A. got that top side and DT was there to contest, it means that they can also now start rotating this bot side. And if K-Stars looks for the fight there, it's kind of risky. Like, it's playable, it's not like they can't do it. Odds are not in their favor.
Mas ainda assim é uma postura que eu vou esperar, que eu espero que a VKS tenha pro resto do jogo, exatamente.
E eu vou falar mais, né?
Yeah, Mortius and Tellus are very happy to just kind of hold the wave. They're not looking to push out. I think K-Stars are just one sack for strike. That's fine. The bot lane is kind of even, so the advantage that Ari Diego gives you on this bot side play is just too much, I think. Or not say too much, but too risky. The top side should have been fight if you want to go there, but then you need a Tyrion to like, rotate and hard commit to that.
O problema é que eles não têm tanta pressão na parte
central. I think the TP timing from Shino was really good there. To just make sure that he came back at item advantage, and that's why we didn't see Tyrion push out. Actually try and threaten the
a Ari não tá livre. Como a Ari não tá livre e a bot lane não tá... Beleza, eles estão até botando pressão, mas eles não têm tanta força assim pra contestar uma briga, já que a Ari tá presa no mid, então fica difícil fazer esse dragão. Mas agora a rapaziada tá começando a pegar nível 6, V7. Se bobear agora, começa essa briga pela visão e talvez até mesmo
two waves, interestingly enough.
Teve a volta do dragão, mas não foi o
part about the base timing, Lolo just based, so you are bound to drop a wave, but two waves is interesting.
A gente tá vendo a movimentação do Tite pra bot lane. O Yuzent tá sendo visto e ele tá tirando essa sentinela.
Two waves effectively means that Link is up a lot one wave. Some odd reason.
Inclusive vem aqui pra mandar aquela bait, né? Vai dar aquela olhada, se virar pra cima dele, a vai tá ali do lado.
Oh, Link is starting with the Giant's Belt instead of the lasting one. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So Link is just trying to stay alive, use the percent health grab.
Mas a equipe da VKS tem eles a pressão e eles começam a fazer o objetivo. Não parece que vai dar pra FUR.A. chegar, ou vai? Vai sim.
That kind of suggests to me that K-Stars is going to be super, super passive. And this dragon is then, to me, very, very... kind of a mistake to kind of go for. If Link is going Giant Spell here.
Tá sem o dele, mas o Tyrion pode vir pra tentar garantir a eliminação. Lá na parte inferior vai começar a luta. Aqui em cima o Chino, barrigada pra cima do Tyrion. Vai descendo o tapete. Será que vai faltar dano embaixo da torre? O Tyrion bota a chama nele. Do outro lado, o time da FUR.A. assume o Covil. Vem à frente o soco do Tyrion.
Really good peel back from FUR.A. Oh, doesn't even matter if TT still picks it up. Oh my goodness, no shot. This is insane. Oh my goodness, it's a slaughter. Across the board. It's almost an ace. The only person who didn't die was Usant. Holy crap.
Tudo dá certo pra equipe da VKS, tá aí, o dragão resetou.
This call from FUR.A is actually really good. They know Theiti's like looking for the engage, so they just kind of peel back. And Giant's too healthy for the smite. I think smite here is what, 600, 700? And it actually ends up resetting. So now Theiti's like deep in to the enemy team. The only is Aikawa is in a bad spot. The Jinx is not the big damage factor here, but the fact that Jinx wasn't able to get in there was a problem. Sorry, I'm just trying to see how Steiner didn't, Theiti didn't die there. Here, Theiti flashes in, okay. Yeah, flashing for Theiti was super clutch. Like, that, because Lolo jumped outwards, and then you kind of swap places, that left Lolo exposed. I mean, not very tanky, but tankier than an RA. And you get the dragon, you literally got everything. They just clean up after that. And then Tyrion, the dive from the top side. We saw the equalizer start. That was call and a half. Okay, that's super bad. Kate starts with a way better skill and composition. And they get the early lead on the bot side, which is the weaker side of their map. Like, literally just everything goes their way. Grubs are up now, and we're seeing Tyrion and Theiti kind of take it. Yeah, Steiner doesn't get the right to do this now. Morty should be dead here. Yep. No way! Okay, there we go. Rocket from downtown. Holy. Man, if Mortius gets away there, this game's just done at that point. Like, mentally, there's just no, like, I don't see how you recover from that mentally. Or man dive on bot side and it doesn't work, that'd be insane. Okay, it's still really tough, like, yeah, but at least they got a kill on Aikawa. That counts for a lot. I don't know if I prefer it on Aikawa or Lolo at that point. I almost feel like for FUR.A, it'd be better if you could get it on the Ari or Diego to just snowball the game rather than the Jinx. Because, well, Aikawa will be the late game Gary. I just feel like Mortius is far ahead enough right now that one kill doesn't really mean much in the bot lane. Like, the rest of the map's still going to be a problem. And Jinx, I don't expect to like run this lane either, even with like a couple more kills. I still wouldn't expect Aikawa just run this lane. Like, Zeri just built static shift the wave clear anyways. Yesterday we saw Cat do that too. Actually, I really like the way this is how you have to play Acel. Acel is a farmer, yes. Acel wants skill, yes, but the moment Rylai's gets picked up, he can actually trade quite effectively in lane. Basically, if the opposing mid laner uses their spells, the moment they use a spell in wave clear, you just kind of walk at them or float at them, because it does additional damage, additional flat damage when you're breathing on them while floating. And it does a % health take as well, and because they already used their spell, they can't stand and trade with you, so either they dash out, in which case you just stop breathing and then you're okay, or they stay there and you take like half their health and burn. It's a very simple trade, but yeah. Acel was not a complicated champion. Okay, I don't hate this setup for the gang. The timing's a bit awkward because you knew Linkus probably wasn't going to stick around, but like, Linkus burnt a lot of mana to make that happen. He lost to 6, so he's not killable. But that's fine. FUR.A burnt an ultimate for free. That's worth. Dragon's coming in 20 seconds. Silas not having Unbreakable is going to be kind of big for lack of frontline from the Stars.
O diferencial nessa briga pelo objetivo que a gente tá falando, que é esse dragão infernal, cara, porque lá na parte central, O Lynx gastou o ultimate dele, tá certo que já vai voltar.
Honestly, I feel like K-Star shouldn't be looking to fight this, but yeah, it doesn't even matter. So 1-for-1 so far. Linkus got caught out. Linkus has flash, but he can't get out. Okay. Yeah, good turnaround from FUR.A. This is kind of why I was saying I don't know if K-Star should fight here. Because again, with previous information, we know that the gold difference is actually not that high. I mean, item-wise, K-Star should know that they're not actually ahead at this point. And because Tellus has no ult, you have no front line. So this feels really, really risky. I mean, they got the first early pick, that's good. But that's when the lack of setup for Rumble kind of shows as well there. You've got the two setup as Theti and Tellus to set up the equalizer with maybe a pulverize and maybe the lockdown. Equalizer didn't really catch everyone perfectly there. And you kind of got what you could get, and you only got the one kill. And at the moment that's done, Tyron's effectiveness in the teamfight drops significantly. So, yeah, like I understand the initial attempt, but once that was done, they just needed to disengage. Linkus trying to go in there was just a little bit gratuitous. The ASO is okay, like, but in teamfights right now, you're not there yet. Like, Sky's Descent is not there. So, bit of a risky play from Gatestars. On the bright side, it doesn't significantly set them behind. The gold lead shrank from like 1k down to like 500. But that's not that big a deal. You're still the better skill in comp. You still will become the problem. Tyrion can still do one really, really well. So yeah. It feels like K-Star's just playing with house money, you know? Like they just had a free attempt and they decided to go for it. If they win that fight, the game's over, pretty much. If they lose the fight, it's okay because they got a win earlier they shouldn't have gotten anyhow. So yeah, no real downside for K-Stars there.
Inferior do mapa, lembrando, não tem teleporte, então ele não chega aqui caso aconteça uma luta. O time da VKS vai acabar cedendo espaço, a FUR.A acaba também não aproveitando muito.
O Arauto, gente boa pra caramba. Ele chegou ali no Steamer, né? Ele chegou ali no Steamer, levantou a mão e falou assim: vaza. Vaza, irmão.
FUR.A's macro has been pretty good though. Like, I don't think there's anything I've seen where I'm like, oh, that's bad macro, or they shouldn't have done that. Like, that fight kind of went poorly for them, but that's micro. Ooh! Shino actually get out? Nope. Okay. Shino played that probably as well as he possibly could there. Dodged out most of the initial stuff.
Pra saber quem que ele ofendeu da VKS.
Todo mundo, né? Porque tá todo mundo aí. O Tellus não gastou o ultimate dele. Pelo menos o Tellus não gastou o dele, mas o Tite, o Tyrion
FUR.A will answer turret, but first break goes to Gatestars. I find it interesting they're putting the gold on Tyrion. I don't hate it for the same reason I was wondering if FUR.A should put the gold onto Ari and Diego early on. Because I think the Rumble or power spike earlier is a bit harder, so or it hits a bit harder. Like Mortius is already ahead enough too, and Linkus will get there no matter what. Linkus cares more about stacks than anything else.
O seu território no jogo.
A gente comentou, o placar even pra eles é maravilhoso. Eles estão à frente no ouro ainda. Então facilita. O Tellus, esse pá, foi amigo.
Conseguiu. É, não conseguiu. Também tinha ultimate, né? No Alistar não ia. Ia dar uma cabeçada na área e ia sair andando.
Vamos gastar, né, recurso pra pegar o boneco e vai embora. Agora, a gente acaba não falando.
I think the next fight for K-Stars, if it's around Herald, is free 20. It's a lot just about landing that equalizer from Tyrion more than anything else. If you land it right, you win the fight. If you land it wrong, that's when things get complicated.
E a gente já vê o Tite começando também esse arauto nesse momento.
Are we not even going to fight over this? We're just giving this to Gatestars? Interesting.
Acho que o Tyrion inclusive viu que já tá rolando os pings ali e ele é obrigado a ceder o espaço daquela torre, ele não consegue chegar.
É, a equipe da FUR.A vai conseguir com isso mais uma torre.
Personally, I'm not like super crazy about Herald right now. In the current meta, you get one Herald and it's after-played shop anyway, so it's a useful tool to break a turret open. Like if teams want to sack it, I'm okay with that. I'm just curious what they get in exchange for that, right? Like they're not really getting a tempo advantage. They're just picking up some waves. That's kind of it. Bot lane was already set up for drag, so it's not like a huge deal. And still mid away, so it feels a bit preemptive. There's no presence to actually defend that, so all this vision from FUR.A, while good, is not really that big an issue yet.
Todo mundo buscando o jogo, e essa torre ela faz com que eles não tenham esse espaço, principalmente quando for chegar agora o próximo drag,
porém,
porque é difícil deles flanquearem agora.
Porém, V7, tem Manzeri constate
okay, 2-item power spikes by K-Stars.
Não vai ser fácil de derrubar essa
and you compare that to FUR.A.
Não vai ser fácil.
Nobody's on 2 items yet.
Eles querem, beleza. Mas
unfortunate timing
equipe da VKS tem ferramentas para fazer essa
That means for this Dragon fight, like, FUR's at a straight up disadvantage in the team fight. Even if Tyran's equalizer is not that impactful, it will actually be okay for K-Stars. They can still play this through front to back. Looking at Lolo and Shino to try and make things happen. And to a lesser extent Shino. If Shino can get a good cast, maybe he can separate and split.
Então ele tá botando pressão na parte superior. Vai chegar essa cabeçada aqui, vem na torre,
charge.
Dos dois lados, o Telas vai quase tomar aquele atuador, porém um pouquinho mais longe, sai tranquilo. A torre não é derrubada, mas o dragão já tá em jogo. A VKS tem o controle do Rio nesse momento. A sentinela que tinha fúria acaba no exato momento. Tão tiltado. Não, mentira. Porém, o time da VKS já tá começando esse dragão. Do outro lado, o Lynx tira o Lolo, não consegue fazer
Linkers didn't manage to actually chunk Lolo on the flank, but Lolo was kind of low mana, so... Tellus is just single-handedly zoning with the ult. I really like that. Oh, good flash. So you see this a lot with other Souls. They like to hide over walls and just kind of breathe from over the wall. Ooh, they caught Tellus with his ult down. And they have inside track. K-Stars looking to fight this. Oh, I don't like that equalizer. I think equalizer here has been much more effective. Yeah, I think it's clean up. Damn.
Porque o Morpheus já pega o double. Vem mais abate na mão do Lynx. Cada faz o seu.
Yo, Dark Knight.
Ace a favor da VKS.
We are retaining my sanity today, apparently. K-Stars is playing clean. K-Stars is playing well. Like, they're outhanded. That was a good play from FUR.A. Like, that pick onto Tellus was really good. But I guess that's why Tellus was even walking up here. Tellus was actually looking for the engage. Because once you're in these choke points with the Sky's Descent, like, there's just nowhere to play around. It's flash or die. Or, in this case, flash and die. It didn't even matter. Yeah. Again, the power spikes we're talking about, right? Like, at that time, Aikawa didn't even have Kraken Slayer. So... you're on 1 item and components for all FUR.A, whereas everybody except for Theiti was on... Theiti and Tellus was on 2 items for K-Stars. So they were just stronger. And if you had to burn that much to catch Tellus in the first place, like, for the resulting fight, you just didn't have enough in the tank left to deal with the rest of K-Stars.
O Aikawa não estar junto com o time. Eles deveriam ter feito essa pressão, mas não com os 5 jogadores.
Yeah, and from here, I don't think it's playable anymore for FUR.A. The skill from K-Stars is too strong, it just gets harder and harder. The Ari and Viego combo just did not have enough impact in the early game.
Fica ali, é isso. A equipe da FUR.A conseguiu um pouco de coffee, conseguiu essa briga sem o suporte inimigo.
Yeah, if you pick Ari into Orlin Soul, you have to have some sort of early attack. Like, if you don't, it just becomes 9 playable towards the end too. Because A-Soul gets tanky. Both these items give health.
Tyrion
is surely dead here. Wait, hold up, what the frick? Did Steiner walk back onto the equalizer? Right here. She's out, right? Is it me or Steiner out?
Okay.
And dashes back onto the equalizer. What the? Okay. Yes, Churros got it. He opted to burn himself that one. I don't. What the? Gotta be. I mean, I think you're dead either way, but it's just like you kill yourself even faster. I don't know why you did that. Okay, Baron over K-Stars for that move. And I think that was the call all along, right? Because Tyrion is so far ahead. If you can find the kill, that's great. But also everybody else is really good at shutting Baron. You've got the Andrew's already built, and even though Mortius is like, this is not exactly like high damage build, it is. Could she run away? You run upwards? Yeah, I think there's a world in which Steiner actually survives that. Like, I'm not confident, but there was a better chance going up than back into the equalizer. That equalizer is just
fez o Cosmic Drive
literally
cósmico, então ele não tá indo pra aquela build full tank que a gente tem visto do Gragas, que é o que segura muito ali no meio dessas lutas. Porém, é isso que eu ia falar agora. Essa build é pra ele jogar o barril.
Yeah, K-Stars can do no wrong. They just need to It's just this need to play by the book now, which is just if Dragon's up, go Dragon. If Dragon's down, just push. You can go 4-1, and we see what happens. If Tyrion gets caught, that takes 2 people, and then the other 4 can just engage on the other 3.
Mas aí a round não inicia.
And with Baron buff as well, it's particularly important.
É difícil, é complicada essa situação, mas eu gosto.
Like literally the only thing K-Stars can do wrong here is just get picked in transition. If you get picked before you set up the push, then yeah, well, that's a waste. But other than that, like I don't think they have a wrong play they can make.
Mas olha só, a VOD não tem tanta resistência, nem tanta vida assim. Beleza, tem algum itemzinho ali de vida, tem algum itemzinho de MR.
Interesting, we're 4-1ing with Linkers instead of Tyrion.
Posição que ela é difícil de ser executada, né? É o primeiro jogo da série. É o primeiro jogo da série.
Don't know how I feel about that.
Esse tipo de composição é agora. Porque se você consegue,
like on one hand, ASO is strong enough to actually split push, but it's a lot more. It's a lot easier to outplay in a way than the Rumble. So that's why I'm like a bit hesitant for this sort of 4-1 split push where Linkers is split. Yeah, K-Stars are not actually making any headway right now. They just decided to go for Dragon instead. Okay. Chemtech is not bad. I like it with the ASO specifically. For the others, it's all kind of meh. Like maybe Theiti will enjoy some, but like Mortius, Telas, and Terran largely don't care about Chemtech Soul.
Então eles não vão começar uma briga sem que o Tyrion esteja apto a
Actually, it's not even Soul. I think it's the basic. The base dragons give you tenacity, Soul gives you the extra damage when you're low on health. So I guess nobody cares about Soul. But the stacking Drakes individually is not bad.
Precisa ser agressiva, precisa não deixar objetivos cedo no jogo. E eles acabam não conseguindo fazer isso. Então, segundo jogo, se pá, a FUR.A tem que acertar algumas coisas, talvez vir com uma composição um pouco mais tranquila de execução. Óbvio, não tá acabado ainda. São 25 minutos de jogo ainda. Tem ali, óbvio, a vantagem a favor do time da VKS. Porém, tá em aberto o jogo. E se a gente falou, né?
For FUR.A, how do they get back into this game? With this sort of composition, you just can't really teamfight. I mean, you can try and wait for 3-item Jinx, I guess. It's 3 items because she went static shiv. If she didn't, then it'd be 2 items, and I would say FUR.A can try and look for a teamfight.
Como eu vou falar, são 2 expoentes de escalabilidade de late game.
Yeah, and then I guess you go for the explosive caster and isolate targets and burn through them. It's kind of iffy, like it's very high risk, high reward for FUR.A, but hey, that's the comp you drafted, and you didn't make any headway in the early mid game with the combo here, so yeah, you're now like in a very tough to play situation.
E eu ia comentar agora, fica pouco mais difícil porque o Lynx fecha os seus Zonias.
Lynx has picked up Zonias as well, so even tankier right now, even harder to take down. Mortius is IE, that's gonna absolutely melt the front line. FUR.A don't even have a proper front line, by the way. This is AP Kragas, so you're going for burst. I don't hate that necessarily, but at the same time, I think the Linkers and Theiti are too far ahead for the burst to take them down. So, yeah. Even Mortius looks oddly tanky, actually.
Não adianta, o cara desconecta, não...
É verdade, so tanky.
Não é assim que funciona, não. Mas, de
qualquer maneira... Na época da Lan House funcionava.
Mortius looks like he has more base health than Telas.
É, isso é um amigo do teu time te chutava de volta, né? Porque você chutou do cara errado.
There's no health from many of these items, except for Duran. Is there just that tanky?
Mundo desvia dele. Tá faltando bocado de dano. Lynx pela lateral vai tentando tirar o Chino. Vai jogando a VKS aqui na direção já do Baron, que falta um minutinho pra ter esse retorno do buff pra Summoner's Rift. O Tyrion isola o Lolo por aqui, vai tirar ele de jogo, tem um engage do Izente, passa o Mega Missa, mas o Telas tanca. Do outro lado, vai passando.
That was a really good engage from FUR.A, but this is why I said it kind of doesn't matter. The fact that Shino didn't get like a perfect separate means that this fight is just not playable. Oh, the fire, the burn. It's a slaughter. Like that was a really good engage from Yuzen. You really cannot ask for more.
A equipe da FUR.A tentou certo, V7. Eles foram em cima do Morteus, eles conseguiram até um pick-off.
Kind of rough if you're a FUR.A fan. But if you're a K-Star fan,
VKS vem pra tentar fechar o jogo agora, hein?
Super clean. Super clean for K-Stars.
Torre caindo, o Inib vai cair logo na sequência. A VKS não quer arriscar. Eles querem começar a série da maneira.
Even now, they're not over pushing and risking anything. They're choosing to back instead of actually pushing it in. Against these 3, like their wave clear is really bad. So, I mean, okay, I shouldn't say that. Shino has AP, so I guess he actually has decent wave there. Yeah, using Scan Gauge is great, but watch Shino. Explosive Cask doesn't hit Mortius inward. Excuse me. If anything, hit Theiti, the tank who creates space. And basically, the moment you can't one-shot one of the carries, yeah, the resulting CC and damage that comes out is just overwhelming. Look how healthy they are. Theiti is the only one below half health. And that's because everything got dumped on Theiti. The fact that you can't even find a single kill is very telling. That guy's already. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad it hurt someone. It was a good flash from Mortius though, to angle himself out of position. Where the class landed, if Mortius didn't move, would have been knocked. But Mortius was trying to run the entire time, so no matter what, you wouldn't have actually been able to knock Mortius. The angle was slightly off. Yeah, but that's just the state of FUR.A right now. You have to take these risks, or you just lose. So I don't hate what they did. It's just the way it results is expected. K-Stars is not giving any space whatsoever.
Parabéns, viu? As escolas de inglês do Brasil estão me telefonando nesse momento pedindo seu contato.
Going for Soul. I'm just playing this by the books. Normally, I'd say like I don't want to see FUR.A even try and contest this because you're not going to win and you're going to die and you're going to lose. But honestly, for FUR.A right now, it's just kind of like, okay, if you don't contest this, they'll have Soul. And then, or I guess they're waiting for the Baron and then they'll try and make the play around Baron, maybe for FUR.A. Like that would be a better shot for them. But I'm going to be honest, K-Stars don't actually need to go for Baron. If they want to, they can just push straight down mid. To me, that'd be really funny if they just did that. Because I think they would end. Trying to take Baron and K-Stars just push.
Foi a chegada, o Tite ainda dá soco à frente, toma atordoamento, Steiner.
Oh, this is kind of bad for FUR.A. Yeah, being cut off from their own base.
A FUR.A para a parte superior do mapa, a FUR.A vai ficar sem espaço para correr.
Okay, we pulled the trigger. And there are no tanks. Okay, not a bad cast from Xeno, to be honest, for a disengage ult, but yeah, because K-Stars initiate the fight was already over before it even started. Yep. Super clean from K-Stars, they play by the book. Like, I really like... Okay, granted, this is partially on FUR.A. So, that's why I kind of said I'd rather see FUR.A just go for the Dragon play and fight there, because when they went for Baron, it put them in a really bad spot.
Para fechar essa partida, V7, jogo controladinho da equipe da VKS.
First off, MVP for games like this is really hard for me. I think all of K-Stars played immaculately. Like, it was almost perfect game from them. Okay, I know it's like six stats is not perfect game, but as in like, I literally would MVP anybody on this team. Like, I don't know how you pick an MVP from this team. I think it's this here? No. So I'm trying to go back to the Dragon state where K-Stars end up losing the game. Yeah, okay. Here's the Dragon state, which I kind of didn't like from the side of FUR.A. Yeah, Dark Knight, 100%. Like, if Kate plays this way, it's looking like a 3-0. Like, this, to be fair, this game got coin flipped fairly early on a Dragon fight, which should have favored FUR.A, but somehow K-Stars won. Like, it was kind of crazy, and that wasn't Theiti. You know what? I'd MVP Theiti literally for that fight, because once Theiti kind of did that, and once the fight was won, like, K-Stars with an advantage with a better skill and composition, it's just GG. Yeah, it's just unplayable at that point. I'd probably MVP Theiti. But this position here, I kind of really didn't like it, because here's the problem. This is why I said FUR.A should just fight Dragon, because you're going to lose in the Dragon fight, most likely. But at least you get to pick one more fight before the game just ends. And maybe, if you're lucky for FUR.A, K-Stars don't actually push to end, right? Like, even if they get aced here, if K-Stars opts to go for Baron instead, then you have enough time to respawn, and then you get one more fight. Essentially your second last fight if you go here. Now, if you don't go for Dragon, what does FUR.A do? Like, your lane's already kind of pushed out, so if you keep pushing out your lanes in this state, you're probably going to get picked and die. Mid lane's not really pushable. It's too far, and K-Stars will just match you. Same thing with bot side. You're overextended right now. So that means your only other thing besides doing this is to go for Baron. Now, with Baron, twofold. One is that FUR.A can't burn it fast enough. Even with Aikawa right now, and Steiner doesn't have a Kraken Slayer or Blade of the Rune King. So It's just a passive. You can't burn Baron fast enough. And if you get stuck on Baron and die, that's game over. Because K-Stars just push into N at that point. As it is, K-Stars can technically push into N almost at any point. Like the moment FUR.A screw up, they just push. And then even happened where FUR.A went to Baron and didn't start Baron because they knew they'd die there, but actually cut off. Like, they overextended. They pushed out too far. And there was safe avenue to escape. And I really like the K-Stars. Like, right, but K-Stars capitalized on that. Look at the positioning. Linkus and Tellus are coming from behind, right? On the map right now, with Linkus and Tellus' positioning, they came this way, which means that this line is now a hard line. If FUR.A wants to get away, they have to play through Linkus or to Tellus, and that's roll through this way. Tellus, Linkus, they're screening. Tellus still is unbreakable, so you can't actually kill him fast enough. And he doesn't have to catch everybody, he just catch some people. That's why you see FUR.A keep running up, 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 instead of like back towards safety. There's no turrets here. There's still inner back here, but there's no turret there. But when you're running up this way, there's actually no safety for FUR.A. Away from safety. Kind of bad because your two tanky members, Yuzent and Shino, to a certain extent, actually path downwards when everybody went up top. So you kind of split. There's no good option. Like whoever goes up top is dead, and you can't fight. So really unfortunate for FUR.A. Honestly, their macro up to this point was not bad. And even this is not like a huge mistake, honestly, from macro-wise. Like, you could see what they were trying to do. They were trying to like, play front foot. I think they just forgot to calculate what happens if they can't pull off the Baron side of things, you know? Yeah, draft was really good from K-Stars. Like, this is an incredible, right? You ban out Lolo's Talia because it's been such a threat. Tristana, I don't know if that's just like a meta ban or targeted at Lolo. Lolo did play it. You do the Kalista ban, right? This Rel Prio, to me, it's still like it's not like I'm okay with B1ing it if you want to. I just don't know if it's the highest value B1. So FUR.A doing this, it was kind of like whatever. Then the Rumble pick. I was such a huge fan of this yesterday. I'm so glad Case is picking it. I think this just messes up Jinx. It's almost a counter to Jinx for me. And then the fact that they ban Tahm Kench in the second rotation so that there's no safety. Because even a Thresh can't really save you from Rumble. Thresh can kind of pull you up, but it's not that strong. And on top of that, with the Vi as well, that's a guaranteed lockdown. Like, this setup is not for big teamfight equalizer. This is literally just a FU equalizer to Jinx. Or to whatever single target. You can do it to...
É o que a gente falou durante o jogo. Eles precisam da bola de neve. Eles precisam.
Yeah, I really like this part of draft. I'm not going to give Jinx up if you get Rumble. Why? I think that's such a strong card. Yeah, and then having seen this, the Aurelion Soul is a little bit dicey in this situation. But Linkus had faith that he wouldn't be punished, and it was thoroughly rewarded. Unfortunately, Lolo's Ahri, man, like, I said before, like, I'm not super crazy about the Ahri for Lolo. It's okay. But in a matchup where Ahri is into Aurelion Soul, you can't be okay. You need to be dominant on this Ahri. This Ahri needs to like hard carry the team.
Que é respeitando as suas condições de
Só superior. Aquela jogada ali no final ele mandou: diga onde você vai, que eu vou varrendo. Eu vou matando, Não, mas varrendo vai no cuspe ainda, basicamente. Pelo amor de Deus.
This game really wasn't about Mortius. Like, Mortius did really well. Mortius and Tellus made the bot side really well. But this game wasn't about them.
Mas não foi nada de tão preocupante assim que pudesse tirar deles a agência do jogo. Eles mandaram no jogo do começo.
Linkus did really well in ASO. I probably wouldn't MVP that. To me, it's either Tyrion or TT for MVP, I think.
Se o Aurelion Sol não fica com tanta pressão do mid,
personally, I think I said for playmakers, so I would hit TT, but I think Tyrion did a lot of work too. Yeah, Tyrion did more damage, and yeah, his dominant early laning phase was what gave them a lot of pressure. But the reason why I personally went with KG, I just think that the early fight was more important than the pressure that Tyrion got on top side. Personally, that's okay. I don't hate this. This is reasonable. Actually, in the highlights, I don't know if they showed that team fight, because
acaba sendo eliminado. Cima, a Zeri pegou a double kill e aí a gente vai ver mais uma briga parecida. Rodou com um lado da equipe da VKS.
Yeah, this was the fight that I think kind of ruined everything, because this happened that, like, this was what, second Drake? So about like 10, 11 minutes. This fight happened.
Essa primeira luta aonde cai o dragão, vira o 50-50,
and Tati managed to bait them and break ankles.
Ele rodou para lado,
it was kind of crazy.
Mas acaba não conseguindo
this is why I gave it to Tati. Literally just one fight.
No fundo do covil do dragão,
it's like a slaughter.
Batendo do outro lado, o resultado é
like your Aesol Zeri lane like just got an early lead, and they're skilling comp, and it's just kind of game over from there.
Então, porque você que tá em casa, fica ligado. A gente vai ali, mas volta já já.
Okay, I know like this is not like a super exciting game to watch because it's so one-sided, and K-Star's played it so clean. But for me personally, these are the sort of games like kind of like watching once in a while, and this is what I mean when I say like Academy cleanses my mind sometimes after watching CBLOL, because K-Star's played this so good from front to back. Like the moment they got a lead, they didn't like get weirdly aggressive. They just did what they had to do, you know? And so it's like, it's a pleasure for me, it's a joy for me to watch a team be this good.
E pelas mãos de todos que querem o melhor para essa comunidade. Porque quando a gente abraça outros players, transformamos a nossa rede
I'm actually, this is a good change, a good sanity cleansing change from yesterday's games where I don't know what Pain was doing half the time.
E isso não tem preço.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly go grab some water. I actually finished drinking my water.
Do zero ao pro. Toda lenda precisou começar. É que pra entrar nessa rota tem que bancar a paixão. Se é pra jogar, trampar ou curtir, o Santa vai junto com você nessa. Pra você bancar o seu game até quando não estiver jogando. Mas a primeira jogada é sua. Banque seu game com o Santa.
Okay, I'm back. This, yeah, I'll probably put it here from now on. This background is not ideal for white font. In the regular season, it was a dark background, so I had this there. But yeah, I'm back. Here's the thing, for K-Stars, like they did really well. They played it perfectly. There's really not much to say. I mean, if you did right, then that's kind of it. But for FUR.A, I mean, they obviously have to change a couple of things. I think for one, while the drop was good, I still give this a 4. The drop is good. Yeah, K-Stars ended up being a full 5. Like I was debating between 4.5 and 5. I just did that. I think part of the problem is this Rel Prio. I don't know if it's worth it right now. And this Ari Diego. Like, I don't hate this combo. I think it's a combo that can punish an Aesol, so I'm actually okay with this. But if Lolo can't actually get aggressive with this, then I think you need to change out the Ari for something else. I feel like that's going to be my go-to. Generally, if a comp loses with an Ari on it, I'm probably going to say it's Ari's fault. Or not her fault, but she's going to be what I want to change out. Yeah. Also, ideally, I'd like to see Shino on something that can carry a bit more. Yeah. I think for drafts, if anything, I actually want to see FUR.A leave the Lucian open and then kind of go for like a Lucian Kalista trade where like one team gets Lucian, the other gets Kalista, and ban out the Rumble instead. I think the Rumble is the sort of OP piece right now. If you take out the Rumble, Jinx can actually play the game. If you don't take out Rumble, Jinx can't really play the game. Vi is also an issue, so maybe Prio Vi if any. pick the Jinx, then I think you probably buy. Or ban Vi. But I don't, you don't have enough bans to ban out Vi. So I think you just probably Vi as FUR.A. Yeah. We didn't really get to see too much out of FUR.A that game because of the way the drops interact and the fact that if K-Star's drop gets a hit, it's just GG. So we didn't really get to see what FUR.A has to bring to the table. Mechanically, I didn't think they were terrible. Okay, granted, they like the ults weren't amazing. Shino's Gragas Merrills were a bit less than stellar. But when you're already that far behind, that's not what causes you to lose the game. So yeah, I still think FUR.A can match hands with K-Stars. At least somewhat. I don't know if they win, but I think they can match hands. We just didn't get to see that game 1. Game 2, here we come. 1 minute left. Position this lower so we can actually see the timer. Oops. So I'm trying to position this so that you can still see the timer well. Zoom out a bit, there we go. And you can see the scoreline this way. And we want to talk about draft, it doesn't get in anybody's way. Yeah, this K-Stars, the way makes them, if they can keep this up through this best of 5, they are looking like the best team in Academy right now. Maybe because K-Stars and CBLOL struggled so much, Coach CL is cracking down, and Academy's getting an unexpected boost.
Salve, 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 rapaziada! Estamos de volta. Segundo jogo dessa série, o primeiro já foi pra mão da VKS
right
e eu não quero nem esperar, porque aqui no exército
FUR.A on the red side for this game. I prove that. Like I said, I think red side is the stronger side right now. But this does mean that FUR.A can't just like prio or Vi can just be first picked by K-Stars if they want. Same thing with Rumble. I think you can just run Rumble if you want. So if anything, this means FUR.A has to ban Rumble if you don't want to see Rumble on the table. Because if not, I think they could just first pick every time.
Agora vamos lá, Thalia já tá banida nesse jogo, vamos ver o que vem na sequência. Acaba sendo esse Nock. A gente tava conversando aqui em off, né? O Nock e Orianna apareceu mais no Academy do que apareceu no CBLOL. Eu acho que não precisa banir esse pau Nock, cara. Tira a Orianna, porque a Orianna tá
like there's nothing mid, tá in game 1 that was threatening enough to bother changing.
É melhor banir a Orianna do que o Nock. Porque a Orianna funciona sozinho. O Nock não. É dela.
I actually wonder if they ban Triss or whether they first pick Triss. I think you could first pick Triss for FUR.A. For
VKS, vai nesse ban em cima de Thalia,
on blue side.
Vai no ban em cima de Kalista e agora a FUR.A tem que escolher. Vamos ver o que eles vão alterar. Talvez esse Rumble aí pra segunda rotação seja ponto interessante.
So now Aatrox or Lucian's open. I mean, I did say I think you can leave Lucian off the ban board and then kind of go for like the Kalista Lucian trade. But Kalista's already banned. So if you ban Varus and Kalista and K-Stars slam a Lucian here, you don't really have answers. Yeah, they're looking for it. That Draven ban tells me that Mortius is looking for Lucian. FUR.A have to ban Lucian, which leaves open the Aatrox as well.
Tentar fazer uma troca. Tá ligado? A gente vai ceder um pique e vamos ver o que vem do outro lado. Inclusive, esse Draven aí sendo banido tem história, né? Então, esse Draven saindo cedo aí tá valendo.
Rumble foi banido também, como a gente já falou.
Okay, I appreciate the Rumble ban, but this is why I don't like the Varus ban, because now you just slam Lucian here.
O Tyrion sobrou nesse jogo com o Rumble na parte de cima. Tem que tirar, tá certo, é um pique que meio que anula o jogo do Shino, anula a top lane.
We are not going Lucian here. And Draven, Kalista, Varus is all bad. There's literally no other early game AD carry. I mean, you could go Nila, I guess, or Samira, but to be honest, I do not fancy their odds.
Aparecendo na top lane, se essa Tristana for do mid.
Eu gosto que eles colocaram tão rápido a Tristana que até a Sejuani subiu e falou: pra que eu tô fazendo aqui?
Oh, Jace?
Né? E aí tá aparecendo esse Jace.
That's got a Shino Jace, right?
Fez um bom
jogo.
A gente tá acostumado a não ver tantos Jaces na nossa região, mas o Tyrion tá acostumado com o Murex. Então vamos ver o que ele consegue fazer.
Mas quem selecionou foi a FUR.A. Quem selecionou foi a FUR.A, esse pique. Ou pro Chino, ou pro Lulu.
Yeah, they locked it. It is a Jace.
Aí, opção. De qualquer maneira, é um
check it. These guys
faz
actually play
sentido com a Sejuani. É um campeão que vira melee, então ele consegue procar a passiva dela, dar um stun.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, FUR.A is also not slamming the Lucian. I don't understand what's going on. Why do we have all the bans that suggest the Lucian be played, and then nobody's picking the Lucian? It's so weird to me. My mind is kind of blown.
Gosto dessa Rek'Sai, porque o Jace quer dar aquele poke, ele quer fazer aquele jogo diferente, Rek'Sai vai chegar e falar, bate aqui, irmão, pronto, bate no
Rek'Sai. Shino has not played Jace, even though I think it's his
já
champion.
tem um paredão na frente
but neither has LoL, though, at least in competitive play, so maybe tier 3 they have.
Eu já gosto do que a equipe
That's
da
interesting,
VKS
though. That is
traz
very,
aqui,
very,
já são
very
picks fortíssimos, o Maokai e essa Rek'Sai estão muito fortes, estão muito presentes.
Like, I'm genuinely curious why. What are we afraid of that we're not picking the Lucian here? Because this Jace is definitely not high prior. Like, what, you thought Kate Stars was playing Jace? Oh, actually, this is probably Lolo's Jace to match into Tristana now that I think about it. I don't know, it just feels like a Shino champ.
Tem várias possibilidades. Tem Lúcia. Cara, Lúcia tá muito forte também.
Eu gosto desse ban na Hell, tá? Porque aqui, se pá, vivo podia voltar Kai'Sa Hell. Porque a Kai'Sa tem liberdade de pra fazer AP.
Ok.
E aí seria uma lane bem forte a longo
prazo. So this is an interesting situation with the buy. Because it has to be FUR.A. Oh, actually, no, they both pick their junglers, right? Oh, this could be support Maokai, I guess. Yeah, actually, I don't understand. At this point, like, Lucian has no natural predators. Like, Vi is not going to be picked anymore, because jungles have been selected. Which means that if you pick Lucian, there is no counter. Like, there's no lane counter, there's no jungle counter.
Ele mantém pouco tempo inteiro em cima da
Rek'Sai. E ele cura igual ela, então vai na briga 100% do tempo. Essa que é a grande pegada. Vamos ver qual vai ser o último ban aqui da Cade. Sai o Alistar. Eles mesmos vão tirar a Kai'Sa. Eles não querem deixar essa Kai'Sa passar. Já tiraram o Hell também, já tiraram... Nautilus tá do outro lado, tira a Kai'Sa que é mais seguro.
Porque o Kai'Sa e Nautilus é um combinho, já estava desenhado aí como possibilidade. Tem vários AD Carries abertos, só quero ver se a FUR.A vai para AD Carry agora, ou se ele vai para o top laner, é o que eles fazem. Eles pegam uma Gwen para esse X1 na parte superior. E vou ver se você tinha falado sobre a FUR.A e sobre os
picks. Like, how would just not play Lucian then?
A FUR.A tá com cara, os picks deles estão com cara de VKS. Eu achei isso peculiar, curioso.
Agora... Vamos ver o que eles vão fechar aqui. Chegaram a mostrar a Lulu. Tem um Brown aparecendo pra jogar do lado da Jinx. Eu acho que acaba sendo muito forte. Mas
this case of drop, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. Like, not having Lucian is not like a deal breaker. It's just weird. But the drop so far has been pretty good from Kate Stars. Double marksman. Very physical heavy though.
O Maokai vai ter que fazer uma máscara ali.
For that reason, I almost want to see a Malphite, but you pick Surge and not already.
Tá difícil, viu? E tem uns Ziggs vindo do outro lado.
This is quite magic heavy.
But
I like this adaptation. You know you're not going to win the team fight against this, so you just outrange it with poke from Ziggs and Jace. And then your Gwen split push is going to be really strong later on. It's one of your answers into Rek'Sai. Pick Hyperscaler, right? Yeah, I agree. Like, it's so weird that Aokawa just does not play Lucian. Or won't play the Lucian. Because if you just pick Lucian autos here, like... It's really hard for Jinx. Like, still be played out. Like, you're going for early game, but I don't know, it's kind of weird. But I do like FUR.A draft. I think they adapted very, very well into this. Double marksman. Surge is going to have a field day with armor. Okay. This comp is okay from Kate Stars. Like, I give it a 4.
E dos Ziggs vão ter que passar. Mas a equipe da FUR.A segura esse jogo também, viu? Vai ser um jogo que eu espero ver um jogo...
This is a 3.5.
I
mean, it's a really good front-to-back team fighting composition. It's really, really good. You've got good engage as well with the Rek'Sai, the Maokai. Even Braum. I know Braum's not like technically an engager, but... But screenshot again. Yeah, the reason why I give them 3.5 is because I think FUR.A did a really good job picking counters. So...
amigo, tem botão ali que resolve essa dificuldade.
Fala, qual?
Você brigar de lado ali, o Maokai fala RRR, vai, Raiz, faz a boa.
E aí tem o Brown também pra dar o follow-up ou pra segurar quem quer que seja que entre na Jinx. Eu gostei bastante dessa seleção de Brown. E aí a gente já falado que eram 2 paredes, são 3.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just trying to make sure I can see both the drops. Cade starts here, I give them like a 3.5 with their draft. It's really solid, you know, I don't like the lack of magic damage coming out, so Sidge can just itemize armor. But I think FUR.A outranging with double poke and outscaling with the Gwen on the top side for split push pressure, who can also threaten the Trist and Jinx later on. Because of this, I like the FUR.A. Like, I think this is a good answer, but it's very high. It's very hard to execute. Like the comp, the draft itself, I give this like a 4. I'll give this a 4. If they had a disengaged champion instead of the Nautilus or Sejuani, like Sejuani's okay for it, but if you had like a disengaged champion, I give this like a 4.5 or 5. You know, like, as it stands though, this is a good draft. This is hard to execute.
A Sejuani, mas o Versace, a Sejuani também faz sentido.
FUR.A have to play almost perfectly and land on the floor. This will be kind of interesting.
Porque tem melee no top e tem melee no mid. São dois campeões que vão se aproveitar dessa passiva da Sejuani, do stun que ela pode causar. Mas dito isso, não acho que vai dar certo. A ideia é legal.
And there is pretty good engage on the side of Cage as well, so it's not easy.
Tem ideia maravilhosa, mas daí bateu a prática. Ai, 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 ai. E você que tá em casa, faz o seguinte, vem com nós, estamos de volta em Summer Street, segundo jogo dessa série.
There watching the rift. That'd be front row seats, man. That deer gets such good views of the game.
Quem ganhar vai jogar direto contra a PEN. Quem perder vai dar de cara com a
that deer top side or bot side?
Esperando quem perder dessa série lá na Losers Bracket.
E ó, você tinha falado depois do primeiro jogo.
I heard them mention the losers bracket, so yeah, whoever loses here isn't out. They fall to the lower side, and they'll be playing up against, I think, Loud.
Na minha cabeça não é essa composição.
Yeah, it's Loud Academy who at least seems to be
a câmera mirada em mim, né? Porque eu tô aquecendo.
Or more likely FUR.A right now, unless FUR.A can somehow magically get better for this game.
Direto ao ponto de ser executada da equipe da FUR.A não.
E a VKS escolhe um alvo e bate, né? Tem isso. É mais uma comp que é, você escolhe um, avanço retorcido, o Tyrion dá follow-up, o Lynx pula, o Morteus arremessa o míssil.
Comp o Gabuga.
Okay, early game, where do I think there'll be action? I think Ziggs and Jinx is a very boring lane, but they're killable. But then again, this is Maokai and Sedge, so if anything, I actually kind of see topside pressure come through from these junglers. Yeah, start bot and pop out, I think is the better call here. Like, bot lane is just going to be really boring. If you want to get a kill, you got to do most of the work yourself, or somebody has to get really aggressive. Mid lane's volatile as well, actually. A lot of it just comes down to can Lolo land poke, because if you're standing and trading, Tristana wins that early. Her early damage is one of the highest in the game.
Com essa Rek'Sai forte, a gente vai até o final do MSI. Aqui no bot já começou aquele pokezinho padrão.
Tell us eats free poke again. This happened last game too. Like last game, at least with the Alistar, you have healing. So if you want a level 1 trade and then heal back up after that, I'm okay with that. But right now, Braum doesn't have innate healing, so I'm not quite sure why we're opting to just tank hooks for no reason.
Pode dar umas puladas pra frente, né? Mas o Morteus vai estar de muito longe batendo, cara. Se essa Jinx ficar grande nesse jogo,
flanco do Chino,
pode fazer o que quiser, mas vai ser muito... Não, vai ter que ser, mas daí eles têm que ter o controle de divisão, que é o que eles não tiveram no jogo anterior. Eles não conseguiram, por exemplo, liberar o Lolo pra fazer esses flancos no jogo anterior.
Tem uma parada, V7.
Yeah, from Aikawa and Uzan, they don't feel the need to like crush up and rush to level 2, because that is just a Braum. At the end of the day, Braum and Cage is more like both 6 when you have Laser Pusher. Before that, oh great, you hit a Q. Wow, Q. People can still walk away. It's not a big deal.
Pela lateral ou chegar com esse fantasma reto para tentar parar. Se ele não chegar pela lateral, é muito fácil pro Braum parar essa chegada da Gwen. Por isso que o flanco do Chino vai ser tão importante mais pra frente na partida. E mesmo assim, não é só Braum. É Braum, é Maokai, é Rek'Sai. Todo mundo consegue parar. E ainda tem mais. A Tristana também.
Good poke coming down already, actually. Então, Ziggs struggles a little bit with mana before you buy the Lost Chapter here. So you can theoretically just run out Aikawa's mana. But right now, because there's not a lot of pressure, Aikawa is just auto-attacking minions last hit for the most part. He's starting to fall behind a little bit, yes, not huge. Good trade from Gia.
Cola com nós aqui pra poder aparecer no joguinho, se paca a cara com o Dudu de novo, que foi maravilhoso o buguê que ele quer. Porém, eu espero que não, tá tudo certo.
If you're Josh, it's awkward to execute, especially for an academy team. Yeah. The thing was, even last year, when poke comps were like a big thing, was it split one? I think end of split one. Like CBLOL teams struggled to execute poke comp positions. I think it was only Loud who was executing it well. I want to say, was there another team who did well last year? Yeah, I think it was just Loud who was doing well. I remember Payne tried, but it was like really awkward watching Payne do it. Yeah, awkward's probably the right word. It's a good draft, but. Oh, hello, internet. Uh-oh.
Veio da base logo de cara nessa batedora. O Icon para poder manter a pressão, justamente porque a mana acaba muito rápido. E o Tite, que acabou assistindo ali o Steiner, né, pegar o Oranga na parte superior.
But the problem is, again, such a strong teamfight composition with what they had. FUR.A, because they picked the Jace early, like I feel like you don't have many options. So this is probably the best pivot you could go for, which is go for a huge poke comp. Tellus is eating a lot of damage again for not quite sure why. Like he's stepping up aggressively. Maybe.
Mas olha o controle de visão que a equipe da VKS já tem da parte inferior, cara. Tá chegando por aqui, o Steiner ele vem até pela rota para evitar esse.
On the bright side, Dark Knight, if FUR.A Academy managed to execute this composition,
tem uma sentinela do lado do Steiner,
né, velho?
They deserve to be promoted.
É uma muda planta.
This is a real, like, yeah, this is harder than most CBLOL teams can execute. Either that or K-Stars completely crap themselves, and I don't believe that will happen. K-Stars look too good right now to completely just troll.
Conseguiu nesse segundinho aí que ele teve perto da bot lane botar um monte de mudinha, plantar um monte de mudinha, jogar um monte de sentinela e dar essa segurança a mais pro Morteus, que como você falou anteriormente, cara, ele tá de abatedor, então troca nesse comecinho aí, ele meio que não quer não.
E olha, vai fazendo aqui a saída de rota o Tyrion, ele já dá essa sombra até porque a Rek'Sai pode chegar mid, né? Então ele dá esse sustinho, porém só realmente para poder fazer a volta base. Já tá no jogo aqui tanto o dragão quanto as vastilarvas. A gente vê movimentação, inclusive, do Steiner já para poder começar a buscar essas vastilarvas. E o primeiro
like, it's not wrong. The junglers don't necessarily want the gank lanes that hard.
Famoso, mas não vai ser alma.
Gwen wants to scale, Jace wants to scale. Actually, Jace and Triss want to... Normally, Jace wants to bully, but into a Tristana, it's actually a little bit hard, so... Then you just look to scale, Ziggs needs to scale, Sedge needs lanes to do stuff, she can't do it by herself. Rek'Sai is okay in lane, just doing Rek'Sai things, but you're not roaming. If anything, I expect that they need to gank Linkers a little bit. But if we don't see that, I don't think we see much action at all. It's just going to be teamfights and skirmishes.
VKS vai para esse primeiro dragão, eles viram que foi feito lá em cima já as vastilarvas, o Yuzente vai dar a cara
Okay, Grumps went with FUR.A, so K-Stars should be able to get this. They're a little bit slow for the rotate from K-Stars, but... And Tellus is a little bit low, so it's kind of scary. Tellus is not in the bush! Was he in the bush? Okay, I don't double check that. It looked like Tellus wasn't in the bush there.
Dito e feito, a equipe da VKS tava puxando o dragão, mas tava só fazendo bait. Tava querendo pegar o Zente e o Aikawa. E eles conseguem, pegam First Blood, mas não pegam o dragão.
Let's quickly go back and check.
Mas ele acaba pisando numa muda, vai tomar essa lentidão.
Yeah, wait, no. Because they changed vision, they told vision.
Mas ele acaba pisando numa muda, vai tomar essa lentidão. E é visto, Tellus e o Lynx estão aqui esperandinho.
Yeah, Tellus wasn't in the bush.
Vai tomar essa lentidão e é visto, Tellus e o Lynx estão aqui esperandinho.
What the hell?
Pra cima, avança retorcido lá longe, pulou.
Okay, I don't know. Tellus' laning this game has been really sus. Like, I don't know what's going on with him. These are weird mistakes. Tellus ate so much poke in the early game for no reason. Like, you generally actually can't trade back like that when you're eating that sort of poke for Tellus against Aikawa. Like, you just need to dodge. And then there too, like, he's actually outside of bush.
E aí, chega um cadinho atrasado, mas não vai perder muita coisa. De qualquer forma, tem um reset pro time da VKS, a FUR.A vai aproveitar pra fazer.
Foi bom pra FUR.A toda essa movimentação.
I don't know, maybe that's a spec bug. If he's out of bush, like, it's just mind-boggling. It's just super weird.
O Lolo voltar pra cá com a vida cheia, com a mana bem carregada, só que a VKS...
50-50 tá chegando, o Zap pegou, viraram pra cima da árvore.
Okay, good secure from Tati. He has no flash, so he's dead, but still.
porém vai sair com o dragão pra casa.
You take that trade.
Ele só veio andando reto.
You just walked in there.
O Zen tinha que ter ido lá pra contestar essa movimentação do Tite, mas não deu. Ele ainda conseguiu
Man, I think back here, in his first game in CBLOL, Steiner Baron steals a Baron. And now here, he loses the smite fight to TT. Unfortunately.
Eu li o Nico, eu falei, eu desliga que você bateu muito forte no Lolo. Desculpa aí, meu rapaziada de casa, acontece, faz parte da minha vida. Mas nesse momento a gente vê o Nick já pegando a primeira barricada agora nessa rota do meio. Tem movimentação do Steiner, faz um pouco de sombra, tem movimentação também do Yuzent. E vai ficar o Ekawa lá agora batendo na torre.
Okay, so at the end of the day, that's still 1-for-1. TT getting the first blood earlier was actually a little bit unfortunate. I thought Linkus got it with the explosion, but
eu legit eu troco, não é
a little bit shy.
Não, eu sei, eu
reclama com minha cabeça.
Compared to Lolo picking up the second kill, that is much better for FUR.A.
Eu tô tentando imaginar o D ali.
I almost need to see TT like gank mid to make up for that.
É que a gente passa por umas coisas que vocês passam no celular assim parado, aí você olha ele sumiu.
Eu tinha entendido que ele era com W, tipo Widow, tá?
Não.
While both teams want to skill, oh yeah, look at the goal
difference.
difference. It's less than like 50 goal difference between Lolo and Linkus.
Dislexia, tudo é possível, meu amigo. Eu já cheguei a essa conclusão. Agora o Lynx vai
Yes,
tentando segurar o Lolo.
Rapaziada, botou até o ouro na tela pra gente parar de falar.
There's another one there.
O Lynx tá na frente, show de bola. Essa Tristana pegou o primeiro abate, né, lá na parte inferior. Mas o Lolo e o Chino, tá vendo? É Lolo, não é Yodo.
Eu já entendi.
Yeah, as much as the skilling is good, a double marksman composition will become super strong later on in team fights. Because of the way the comps interact, technically FUR.A should be even happier to scale because of the Gwen and basically looking to poke out with range. So the further ahead Lolo and Kala, the further these two get, the happier they are technically. So neither team's in a rush, and that's why we're seeing such slow gameplay. Like both teams can take their time evaluating which fights they want.
Eles precisam abrir visão do mapa, eles precisam abrir a torre do meio, eles precisam começar a castigar a VKS, até para que o Chino tenha espaço.
But you have ultimates. That means you want to fight, right? The Sigil, there's multi-ult.
Precisa de tempo também. Não vai ser agora que ele vai fazer essa participação. Então é por isso que é importante ele tá ficando à frente no farm, tá crescendo com essa Gwen na parte de cima.
Hey, Void Grubs.
Pra ele é mais importante o ouro do que necessariamente pro Tyrion, vai ter treta aqui, tá?
Tá chegando o Lolo e o Zend também, Steiner tá junto. O
okay. Not the target I think they wanted, they found TT. Oh, that rocket from Mortius actually changed the tides there. They're losing the top set fight. Can they actually find kills on this dive? Okay. TT and Tyrion for the cleanup. Tyrion has flash. Doesn't even need it.
O que bateu, o Tyrion vai chegando pra garantir eliminação no Lolo e ficar à frente no jogo.
There we go.
O time da VKS
My bloodlust is sated. We finally get some action.
Um abate atrás do outro pra eles.
E ainda teve a participação do outro lado da tela.
Yeah, Mortius's Super Mega Death Rocket actually affected that fight so much. If not for that, I think FUR.A might have actually answered even topside.
Parecia que tava esquisito para VKS,
okay.
Só que se você olhasse o outro lado, que a câmera não mostrou, a VKS estava com a barra de vida cheinha. E tanto
okay, now this top side for K-Stars is very strong. That's actually not good for K-Stars. This top side is not that relevant. Yeah, so first of all, Steiner hit TT, which was a mistake, but that rocket right there meant Yuzin died really fast. If Yuzin doesn't die that fast, then he can still continue providing CC and just slow down the fight. And that means Shino and Lolo can get the kill and actually get out, and then you trade 2 for 2. But because TT and Tyrion are able to actually finish the fight and actually come back up fast enough to make this 4 for 0 or 4 for 2 instead of 2 for 2. So yeah, that rocket from Mortius actually was pretty important. Well, I don't know if that was why Mortius ended up losing the lane to Ikawa though, because we saw him being forced out by Ikawa gets 2 plates. So it's actually not that bad for FUR.A, all said and done. The top side of the map is not that important for K-Stars. Like, your marksmen are mid and bot lane. Linkus died and Mortius only got assists. Whereas for FUR.A, Shino got kills, so that's kind of good for FUR.A.
Briga não vai não.
Briga não vai, que já foi arremessado pra longe. Vai sim. Vai chegando o Tyrion do outro lado. O Nokap pegou, vem a fissura. O Yuzent sai sem nada. O míssil vem lá de longe pra garantir.
Good rocket again. Oh, Ikawa gets caught out.
Vai pra frente, o Lynx garante a eliminação. São mais abates na mão
FUR.A is not executing their job properly, unfortunately.
Eu falo mais, pra dificultar
like, if it's not there, you don't want a team fight, basically. Like, you just want to poke.
E aí essa Rek'Sai não gosta quase
and then you just try and buy time for Shino. Even if K-Stars get the objective, the point is to make K-Stars so uncomfortable trying to take those objectives and just stalling them for as long as possible. I mean, Shino still gets turret, so it's okay, but yeah. Like right here, just focus on disengaging. Oh, Aikawa just got hit by the very edge of it. That's super unfortunate. I think Aikawa could have just kept running this way and you'd be okay. Just one direction. Jump, Lucas, jump. Oh. You can see Lucas actually saw the outline from the sweepers at the very end. Not fast enough to jump in. But, yeah.
E aí, meu amigo, eu falo mais. O Lynx agora, finalizando o item, dando bem no jogo, ele vai derrubar tudo muito rápido.
Yeah, now Link is just going to split push and answer back turret for turret. So Shino got first break, but K-Stars will answer back and still have a gold advantage from winning the fights. Oh, there's a fight in River. Let's go to River. Observer, please, River. It looks like everybody got out, no ults expended.
Da VKS nesse ponto da partida. A equipe da FUR.A chega aqui na parte central e já começa.
This is a good position. Yeah. First objective, clear out the vision, and then actually just look to poke out. Again, you don't have to start that up. You just want to hold K-Stars here and focus as much as possible.
Vai passando aquele cadinho de dano, mas é o que eu falei, um cadinho só de dano, porque eles não estão bem na partida, tá faltando dano pra poder pegar.
I guess it's too já o Arauto sendo feito. Yeah, I think he's gonna look to force to engage. You saw that preemptive flash from Aikawa? You have to do that against the Malphite. Okay. Shino is killing Mortius. Good. The poke on their side was successful. Good. You replayed that really, really well. We salute you, Yuzin. Yuzin did his job, even though he died. Yuzin's gonna have a very ugly scoreline this game, no matter what happens. His scoreline's gonna be absolutely terrible. Yeah. Don't look at that because Yuzin did his job. Yeah, right there, Aikawa's preemptive flash, kind of necessary. I appreciate that. And then they played this well. Like, they're just poking the entire time, right? And Shino is looking for the flank onto Mortius. This is textbook. Mortius kind of got screwed by the rest of the team because nobody's back here POing, which is a little bit weird. Telas should be back here POing. But Telas is out of position. And for that, Mortius dies, fight's kind of did over. Because could have looked to try and play through, but because they were... Yeah. It's not worth risking at that point. Did Mortius play the bad or the Telas play the bad actually? Let me double check. A little bit of both, yeah, because Mortius went this way. You should have retreated with your team instead of kiting separately. And unfortunately, the heat of the moment, Telas didn't see Mortius going this way. Yeah, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I think as a whole, K-Stars messed up a little bit. It's a very minor mistake, but yeah, exactly right. Yeah. This is a very different what we saw in the regular season. Like, this is a FUR.A that's taking advantage of little mistakes like that and actually hammering them for it. Like, in the regular season, FUR.A was like hit or miss in terms of being able to... Like, they were expected from an average academy team. This is what I'm expecting from like a CBLOL mid-tier team or like a really good academy team, you know? Yeah, I think that time up in CBLOL really helped Shino and Shiner. And I think it's trickled down to the rest of the team as well. Like, how to play these weapons.
Mas o Lynx continua tão forte quanto estava anteriormente. Ele continua crescendo. Essa Tristana já tá com uma Kraken fechada, inclusive.
Maybe more teams should start using their academy players in the end of season, you know, when things don't matter as much.
Fraco da composição do VKS.
Você consegue temizar no tanque, mas também vocês nesse ponto acaba também não estando tão tanque assim, né? Acaba indo buscando ali o juramento, vai tentando.
I know that wasn't why FUR.A used Shino and Shino, but I'm just saying, like, if they did this well after just a little bit of academy experience, like, or after a little bit of CBLOL experience, I think there's a case to be made here.
disponível, a não ser o curar delas também, que tá voltando nos próximos tempinhos aí, nos próximos segundos.
O flash da Rek'Sai não tá disponível, mas vai estar disponível.
Okay, Giants coming up for Kate Stars. The question is, can you burn it fast enough, or do you get poked attack first?
O Arauto é solto no mid, tem
I
Ziggs,
forgot about the Herald, yeah.
um abraço pra torre.
Eles vão focar no dragão.
Lolo should not be the one holding mid.
Vai virar leilão de novo, olha no flanco, engage passa, vai acabar recebendo muito dano.
Oh, wow.
Vai chegando o Lolo também por aqui pra poder finalizar. Já tem double kill na mão do Chino, ele é batido na sequência, ele tenta fazer a boa.
Oh, Lolo lives!
Lolo ainda sai com vida.
Oh my goodness. If Lolo dies there, I think Kate Stars can actually look for the turn.
A gente tinha falado que era necessário o Chino fazer o flanco, mas o Lolo prova pra gente que ele
And they didn't get the dragon.
é capaz de fazer essa necessidade aí da equipe da Fúria. O ultimate do Titan não ganhou basicamente tempo nenhum.
Well, I don't know. We've seen some Academy players play up there and not get that.
O time da Fúria
But yeah. No, I fully agree. This is why I say like, I think more teams should do this. This was so well played. Holy crap. I thought Lolo kind of ended by not rotating with the rest of the team. But it didn't matter. They caught out actually wait. The engage doesn't hit. How did Shino?
O Tyrion vai conseguir sair.
I'm just trying to check how Shino got to the backline like that.
O time da Fúria acaba não pegando esse dragão.
Did Shino TP? No, Shino just... How did Shino wrap around? Like, this is the crazy part. Big problem for K-Stars was the fact that Shino somehow got the backline.
Será que volta?
Like, Mordius has no good way out.
A gente tá revendo aqui a luta nesse momento, o Telas fica mais à frente, tenta segurar. De novo. Porém, Mordeus não tem mobilidade.
De novo, em cima do Mordeus. O Lynx, ele deu o flashzinho pro lado, era o flash.
Saiu do quê? Ele saiu do quê?
Que era pra escapar.
Yeah, super well played from here. And it is Shino stepping up right now, like, being huge. The flanks from Shino have been insane again.
Olha, voltamos aqui na direção do dragão. O Lynx tem teleporte para poder passar.
Much better. They have Tyrion actually watching the flank this time to make sure Shino can't get it. And the tables have turned. Oh, Link has got caught. Woo. Okay, FUR.A is actually playing the comp well. Let's go. Yo, genuinely, if FUR.A can play this comp, they are better than majority of the CBLOL teams in terms of actually being able to play full comp. That's kind of crazy. Like, so far, FUR.A have been cleaner than any team but Loud in terms of running full comp. It's insane. And they're not even at that power spot yet, technically. Like, Aikawa just hit Certain Brace not too long ago, but usually we're looking at 2 items for Ziggs. Lolo hasn't completed Mirror Mana. Like, you're just doing this with opportunity. This is actually insane that FUR.A is doing this. And all of this is coming from Shino, this guy. Shino was not this good during the regular season. Shino was like average during the regular season. And then he went to CBLOL and was like actually good in CBLOL. Like against other some of the best top laners, he was like actually holding his own. And now he's like actually a beast. Holy crap. Shino just needed a bit of pressure, I guess. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Rek'Sai has started to fall behind. Hyper skills, right? That's the counter to Rek'Sai. I'm glad teams are finally actually taking advantage of the counters and not just trying to freaking handshake like Aatrox or something like that. It's like, nah. Pick your owns, pick your Gwens. That's what beats a freaking Rek'Sai. K-Stars are late to the party. They have no vision. I think they know it's being done. They just can't do anything about it. They're just letting it go. I don't hate that.
Só que o Lolo e o Steiner estão já botando esse Baron pra baixo. O Telas vai tentando buscar essa visão. O Baron ainda tá vindo por aqui.
It's such a slow Baron, finally. I thought it'd be faster with Gwen.
Vai cair a notificação e eles não têm ideia. A Fúria fez ali na marotagem e leva
This ward probably gave them some vision that it was being done.
Da equipe da Fúria. E a equipe
the knowledge that they were on it.
Que possa fazer. Volta lá naquela jogada anterior.
Yeah.
Deu antes da briga.
But the scary part is, even if it's a slow Baron, it literally doesn't matter because the gold lead with this composition means that if K-Stars want to walk in, whoever walks in first has to eat a ton of poke. So they just didn't have enough vision control to do that.
Muito bem a importância da T1 do mid para execução de objetivo.
And actually, the Baron going down that slow, funnily enough, probably actually made K-Stars more scared to walk in, right? Because if it's that slow, you start thinking that maybe not everybody's on it. Somebody's waiting to ambush us. Yeah, really, like, FUR.A is playing this comp incredibly well. Like, one bad fight from K-Stars gave... Actually, it's kind of like last game, where like one bad fight from FUR.A gave K-Stars the game with the comp. Like, this game, it's the same thing, right? K-Stars messed up one fight, and FUR.A's comp just started coming online, and they're playing it so well.
Eles vêm agora para a parte de baixo, V7. Todos os jogadores, eles estão fazendo o passo da visão. É primeiro visão.
Okay, I think for K-Stars to come back into it, they need to start like forcing team fights on their terms. Like, not let FUR.A engage on them with Steiner and Yugen. And I'm looking at Theiti to try and find a catch or something. Like, try and get like a 4 or 5 man Maokai ult. It's a bit harder with the Maokai, but you can still do it. It's, you just gotta get the right angle for it. Baron's getting bodied down there. The Baron buff makes it so hard for him to do anything. His wave clear is not strong enough. Yeah, because there's no like Hydra item, right? It's Sterix and Hollow Radiance.
Então ainda fica tranquilo. O time da FUR.A, por enquanto, acaba não conseguindo fazer tão bem o uso. A VKS, inclusive, a gente viu num clima de skills rapidinho, engage.
Okay, that's the engage.
Pela lateral, pulou, o Lynx veio, a chegada, valeu, falou!
Doable, doable.
Now
they need to play against Shino. Okay, Hollow Miss is about to go down. It went down. Oh no, Morty's got caught! Damn, bro. Morty's on Jinx. Should have taken Illusion. That's all I'm going to say about that. Linkus is carrying this right now. Morty's positioning is kind of sus here. Again, not the first time he's done that. Yeah, good call from Theiti. Like we said, just brute force the team fight. You're still really strong in the team fight if you can front to back. The big risk is Shino, and because Shino is split pushing bot, he takes a while to come up here. The moment when the music stops. Tellus kind of got picked, but he also bought enough time, so Hollow Miss goes down. You can play this out, but I just want to highlight freaking Morty's positioning right here. Like, this is a choke point. It's so dangerous to try and play with this. Don't do it. Like, why are we stepping up here? You already have vision. You don't. And the moment you step up, like, you got hit by the hook. If you stay behind and just shoot from over this wall here, like, what advantage does this position give you? You can hit Lolo? Who cares about that? You can reach. If Morty's lives there, they can carry that fight because she knows Hollow Miss is down, which means that no more safety from range. It's tiny things. These fights are getting right down to the wire right now. That ended up being a 3-3. Are we just gonna get this? Okay, we're just gonna get this. Yeah, the lollipopping. Well, yeah. I mean, the anchor there was actually a good throw. I don't think it lollipopped that much. I think it was just that Theiti was walking away and Morty's was walking up, so Theiti should have eaten the hook, but Morty's ended up eating the hook instead. Yeah, that one, I don't know. That one I put on Morty's for stepping up there. There's just no need to step up. With rocket range, you're so safe anyways. And if you run out of mana, then just don't... like, don't go for it, you know? Just reset. Yeah, but Shino's making this game so hard to play. I like Lolo too on this chase, has been pretty aggressive. Like, willing to die for that kill. It isn't the best for Lolo. You can see like Lolo's starting to fall behind actually in CS in terms of pressure. Linkus is doing a really good job. But I do think that is kind of the right call, because if you can take out one of the 80 carries for your life, that is worth it for FUR.A. Yeah, Linkus hurts. But now we're just playing the macro. We're racing who can do faster, Jace or the Tristana, and also who can hold better. Unfortunately, I think Tristana takes faster than Jace, and also Gwen doesn't hold this lane very well.
Engage, jogou o Shino pro alto, embaixo da torre. Os dois vão tentando garantir a eliminação. Gwen está imune, mas nem tanto. Arremessou pra saindo do time.
Nice turn, so that's it.
O Barão da Bocada é neutralizado o Shino.
A Rek'Sai é muito boa para dar dive, V7. Ela consegue resetar esse água da torre. E a jogada que parecia tá ficando boa, tá ficando interessante pra FUR.A que conseguir empurrar na parte de cima. De repente, eles perdem T1, perdem T2.
This game's close.
O seu defensor da parte inferior.
But K-Stars, they're showing better macro again, right? Better decision making. Like, when you try and base race a Jace and a Trist, in the first place, Trist will always push faster, or will always take turrets faster because of explosive shot and her steroid Q. But in this case, Lolo's behind too, in terms of items, right? So, like, Linkus has 3 full items. Granted, Maw is somewhat defensive, but Lolo lethality doesn't help against turrets. So, like, yeah. Linkus already has better items, and the champion just pushes better. So if it just comes down to a base race, FUR.A don't win that out. So good call from Casters to kind of go for that. For FUR.A, the problem isn't Lolo split pushing, because Lolo split push as a response to the split push. They just needed to rotate more people to defend a little bit. That was just a decision-making issue. And with that, the gold swung back in favor of Casters. Tyrion can tank. Tyrion doesn't care. Tyrion actually needs to be the one tanking for the team right now. For the poke. And FUR.A, like, even though it's goal even, their comp's still good. They just need a poke first. It's a question of can they poke. Oh, Lolo just got chunked. It's enough time. Zonias? Mortis is excited. This is a problem. Yeah, Mortis is alive. Wasn't touched this fight. He gets the clean up. Yeah, well played from Casters. And they get buried. I know they're gonna rewind it, but I don't care. I am impatient. I want to talk about this fight because this fight was sexy. So FUR.A in this situation just need to play this slow. Right? You can leave Lolo to kind of push out here and then poke from the side. You can have Aikawa poking from the front. They have vision control, so they're fighting over vision control. Specifically, this bush is the bush that both teams want to fight control for. So for Casters, what they need to do is force the engage. Be Theiti or Tyrion. Hellas could technically engage, but I don't like the Hellas engage. So FUR.A do the thing by pushing in and clearing vision here. That's the right call. Was the fact that Yuzin actually went for the hook onto Tyrion. Like, Tyrion, Theiti, Hellas, these guys, you do not hook. Like, there's no need to hook. Just play safely. Right? Use the hook to distance. And then just get the poke down. But they get 0 poke down. And considering they get 0 poke down, this fight is actually really, really close. And it's huge props to Shino. So, first of all, let's watch this bot side, because the bot side's interesting. Lolo actually goes for Linkus. Remember I said before, once the fight starts, if Lolo can trade his life for either Linkus or Mortius, that's his job done. If he can get the kill here, or force Linkus off the fight, this is worth it. So there, and then Linkus almost kills him. But Linkus is out the fight. And if Linkus is not hitting Lolo, that's okay. Even better, Lolo survives. That means Lolo can still poke from the back. So that's their job done. The problem is the front of this fight. This sort of group up here. So it's good for FUR.A to play this right, which is Aikawa gets out. Shino actually wants to go in and kill Mortius. Standing in the way, there's no flank angle. So what ends up happening is Mortius gets the free from the backline. Shino has no threat in. There's no hallowed mist left for Shino. So it's so hard, and Shino has to go gold. Despite this, the fact that we're so close, this fight, tells you how well FUR.A played it. Shino did so much damage in the front line. Just cutting through. This game is Shino or bust, it feels like, for FUR.A in 2 fights. If FUR.A had just poked a little bit more first, they win the fight. They don't need that much more poke to win these fights. It's so close. FUR.A needs to close in the next minutes. It's only going to get worse from here. If they get caught, yeah. But if they can play this well, like if they can still space properly, then no. Ooh, that actually got pretty close. Really good hold from Tyrion to keep Shino out of there. Like, on one hand, it gets harder for FUR.A because if they ever get caught, they get burst down so much faster. But on the other hand, their poke hurts so much more too, so their poke gets more effective. So it kind of cuts both ways. Like I said, I don't think FUR.A is actually that worried about the block. It's more just how you want to play this off. If anything, FUR.A has to worry more about losing Dragon, because Mountain Soul will nullify some of their poke. Or a lot of their poke actually recycled properly. We are base racing again. Shino versus the entirety of Casters. Good bomb from Aikawa, but yeah, that's not your problem. Your problem right now is this push in the mid lane. Oh, Shino's looking for the flank here. Linkus has no TP.
Taren foi mais à frente, o Shino tá na lateral, tinha uma ordem que mostrou essa movimentação dele, então ele vai conseguir recuar junto do time, não vai sofrer nada. A FUR.A tava tentando expulsar a VKS. A VKS falou, irmão, você tá expulsando que eu não vou embora não, cara.
Oh, okay.
Essa selva é minha, você tá maluco? Vamos ver no replay como
That's kind of scary.
Essa parte central. O Lolo não tinha muito pra onde escapar, V7 infelizmente.
Oh, Lolo got
pra
picked.
ele.
I didn't even notice
E o
Lolo
VKS
was
fez
dead for the
você
entirety of this
bonitinho, as
push.
raízes impediam que o Lolo corresse pra segurança da torre. E ele foi pra baixo. Não
Like I said, I like the composition from FUR.A. I think they played it really well initially, but this is where it gets hard, right? This is where CBLOL teams struggle, because you have to play it perfectly. One mistake and it's rough, and as the game goes on, each mistake costs you more, right? So, yeah. Like, I still think the scaling from FUR.A is fine. It's just more that your margin for error gets really, really small. Whereas like poke comps, you have even if K.A screw up and eat a bit extra poke, they can just reset, right? It's not game over. And that's why I think CBLOL has traditionally struggled with poke compositions, because the threshold for execution is just too high. Heck, even LPL and LCK like teams still screw up the poke comp from time to time.
Esse Arão dando momento, com isso tiveram a visão da movimentação da FUR.A. O Taren tá na rota lateral nesse momento, vai continuar puxando. A gente vê que ele bate level 18, o Shino tá um pouco atrás dele ainda, porém o time da VKS se movimenta primeiro, vai tentando buscar mapa, vai tentando tomar controle.
I'm actually curious what Ellis's view on these poke comps would be, because I remember like in the past there was like the whole idea of Sinner picks, like Lee Sin's a Sinner pick. Yeah, the enemy team has to make mistakes, but poke comp's the same, no? Like a perfectly executed poke comp's really hard to play against. Oh. Okay. Shino's doing Shino things. Holy crap. Deity's dead? Deity's not dead? What? No shot. Oh my goodness. I think FUR.A misplayed that. I need a rewatch. I think FUR.A misplayed. Because I'm watching it too fast. I'm gonna slow this down. Okay, so the initial pick is fine, it's good. Like, I'm okay with going for this because it's non-committal, right? Like, you just kind of do that. Like, it doesn't kick off the fight. And then Shino's got flank position. Shino says to cut to TT. That's good. We're hunting TT. Good. TT. Okay, they don't go for Linkus, but they burn the rocket jump. That's good. Why does Shino go golden here? That has to be a misclick. Like, why are we... If you kill Theity, you just run the rest of this fight. This is... Okay, and then you find Mortis in the back line. Great flash from Mortis over the wall. Like, that is max range flash. Actually lived. This to me is a problem, because now FUR.A is split. You've got Linkus on this side. You've got everybody else on this side. And FUR.A themselves are split. You've got Lolo and Aikawa trying to handle Linkus. Problem is both these champions, okay, more Ziggs than Jace, but you all need to land skill shots against such a Sun. And then on this side of the fight, you have no damage now. Like, you still got Shino. Do needlework. And Telas can wreck you. Oh my goodness, Linkus. Hold on. What the hell, Linkus? Did he crit? No, he just auto-tapped it. Holy crap. Linkus is so clean. And then it's now allowed for the re-engage. Okay, they do kill Linkus. If they don't kill Linkus there, I'm just tilted. It doesn't matter. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that, oh. Shino gives and Shino takes away. Like, Shino put them in such a great position, but then Shino's stopwatch at the wrong time. Holy crap. That's Zonia's, man. FUR.A doing so well up to that point. The rocket was kind of close. Yeah, that's really unfortunate for FUR.A. Okay, Linkus and Mortius have no mobility spells at all. Actually, all the flashes are for Tyrion for K.A is down. That's an advantage for FUR.A. Only Aikawa's flash is down. And again, Aikawa and Lolo, you can see a lot of these fights. They early fight, they don't actually need flash. If they don't get randomly isolated, honestly, like Lolo and Aikawa don't need mobility spells. Linkas and Mortius need the flash to actually engage and disengage. Yeah. 100%. I'm just trying to think, like, what other actor do you think it was? No, why are we forcing a fight? Yeah, Shino was not in position for you to force the fight there. Lolo's doing a really good job flanking, but it doesn't matter. Yo, Terry. Oh, good snipe from Lolo. Oh, but we just get this. Okay. Good, really good play. Really good call from K-Stars. But the fight itself was really messy. I thought Yuzen screwed up by engaging, but hey, it worked out for FUR.A, so good call from them. I think I don't think this is illegal. There's Super Mega Death Rocket from Mortius as well. Like, Yuzen's is kind of low. Shino's going to get low doing this. They don't have time. Shino just respawned. Okay, we go again for fight.
Ele tá esperando manutenção ali. Ele não sabe como o Morteus tá do outro lado. Eles simplesmente acham que se pá, o time da VKS vai tentar tomar a visão nesse momento. Então, eles esperam essa passagem, não acontece. A VKS pega o buff do azul, o Lynx vai fechando a terminação. A gente vê que tanto ele quanto o
yeah, so K-Stars get soul. That's actually really huge, because now the poke is a lot less effective from FUR.A. Like, Telas, Tyrion, Theiti, all of them can happily tank. Oh, Shino dies, that's game. Oh, not game, but that's the Baron gone. Good Zonias. Is it enough? It's enough? Shino gets out? Oh, Lolo got screwed. I didn't even see Lolo inside. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yo, FUR.A did so well. This is heartbreaking watching. Like, FUR.A legitimately are playing this so incredibly well. But like, mistakes, small mistakes are just getting absolutely punished. It's definitely Baron. It's probably game. Actually, no, it's in hips for sure, but not maybe game. 15 seconds. If they can find one more kill or two more kills, then they can end game. Okay, that's one kill. If they find one more kill, it's game. Or maybe it's just game. They just brute force this. This is kind of scary. Yep, okay, it's game. That's it. That's a wrap. Oh my goodness. Wow. Just wow. Absolute wow. Like, holy crap. This is so well played from them. For me, MVP this game was probably Linkas, to be honest. But again, another really well played game from all of K-Stars. They made small mistakes. Like, Mortius made some mistakes and we pointed them out. But they're small mistakes in the grand scheme of things, right? Like, it's not little game ending mistakes. No, this is the game ending fight. The fight before this. Yeah, before this one. This fight, yo, I thought Yuzen just entered his team with this play. But he actually made the right call. We were just calling out summoners at this time. Like, the fact that all the mobility summoners aren't up. So I guess the call was just like to burst down as fast as you can. Shino was not in position when they start this fight. Yuzen hooks right here. Yep. And Shino's like, Theiti actually has a really good ult to try and buy the space and time. And that's what makes this fight so close in the first place. If Shino gets there sooner, this fight. That flash over the wall. First of all, object permanence is a thing. So I don't know if you all know what object permanence is, but basically it's the idea that when something leaves your vision, you forget about it. Like, remembering things when it's not directly in your vision is called object permanence. Lolo flashes out, and VKS completely forget about it. Like, Mortius and Telas just step up there because they forgot that Lolo flashed this way. Like, a crap ton of poke. And this is what I mean. Like, Lolo and Aikawa, technically, if the fight goes well, they don't even need mobility spells because they should be really far away and just like poking the entire time. I mean, Aikawa's kind of doing the same thing here, right? Like, throw, always spacing really well. And Lolo is actually what dissuades this threat. Because Shino in right away, K-Stars gets the damage down once there's no threat on the backline. But Lolo becomes the threat on the backline. Then because this happens, because he's threatening here and Linkas is dead, your AD carries peel back, and so Tyrion's kind of stuck up a creek now with no paddle. Like, Tyrion is in his position.
pra cima dele, o Tite vai tancando. O Tarim vai tentar segurar, porém
he gets out, but it's really low health.
Chega junto, tá junto já da equipe.
And they can't kill Lolo,
o Telas tem
because
que
there's no
tomar
time.
cuidado. Chega o Chino, ele tá sem
That's
nada de
snipe back from
Pepe
Lolo again.
passou, e do outro lado dispara.
But again, this is what I mean, like, VKS is the best macro in the league, both in CBLOL and in Academy. The presence of mine and the call to go for Dragon before you get out is huge, and that gives them soul. In the later fight.
Já tá por aqui, ele tem bastante pressão aqui. Né, tá indo, já chegando. Gwen está imune, mas tem teleporte passando, chega o Aikawa lá no
they just catch Shino on the
pra
side.
cima do Chino.
This time the Zonius is really good from Shino. It buys time for the rest to actually get here.
O Steiner consegue segurar o avanço, Tite vem pela lateral.
And they actually don't even kill Shino. Man, Shino gives and Shino takes away, but
tem aqui o salto. Ainda assim o Steiner consegue
this
segurar
Lolo has no wards. Lolo
vai ter o avanço
has actual tanks on him. So, yeah.
E na parte inferior,
once they reach the chase, he's dead. It just becomes unplayable.
Bate na mão dele, o Yuzente vai pagar a conta.
This series is so good. This is way better than I thought it would be. Like, I thought, like, FUR.A just, like, use some out-hands magic, like they did against the room, but no, they are actually playing a super good, like, cerebral game. And, again, even though they lose with this Pokemon, it is still one of the better executed Pokemon positions I've seen in Brazil. Like, Tier 1 or Tier 2. It's so well played. Yeah, the problem is, like, any mistake and it gets punished, right? So.
O que a FUR.A fatalmente teve ao longo do jogo. Eu vou bater na mesma tecla que eu bati antes. A gente tá vendo o draft na tela. Eu acho que o Chino salvou demais.
I still don't super like the VKS draft here. I'd still prefer Lucian here instead of the Jinx. I really don't think you need a Jinx into this team. And you saw the Gwen too at this point, right? R4 was Gwen. I think you take Lucian into Gwen every time.
Fazer o que Elite Front faz, protege os AD Carries. É isso. E os AD Carries carregam. Exato, então assim, agora eu acho que para esse terceiro jogo, cara.
Okay. Peace out, Dark Knight. Thanks for dropping by and watching, man.
Acho que é o momento que os times até se soltam.
Appreciate it.
O animal encurralado, ele já não tem medo, né?
It's nice to have people around to share my excitement, when it's such good games, like,
porque a equipe da VKS já tinha saído do outro lado. Essa da CGT, esse engage, que o Maokai com bem lá a linha de defesa, é difícil dos dois serem abatidos.
É como a gente falou, muita frontline. Você tem um Jace na rota do meio que faz letalidade. Ainda tem isso, né? Então ele não ia conseguir amaciar essa frontline para facilitar.
Spoots, I don't know if you're around, but this was your Linkus waiting room and it paid off.
Finalzinho do jogo, já não tinha mais o que fazer. Você comentou ali, né, do oposto naquela luta. A FUR.A ali já tava numa situação onde eles precisam de pick-off, mas...
I mean, sure, his Tristana ends up dying, but like, it's the amount of damage he gets out before dying, and also like the constant threat he has. Like, it feels like Lolo specifically couldn't play the game because of like this.
Mas não é tão fácil quanto eu tô falando, não.
Linkus is just hunting for Lolo this entire time.
Teoricamente, estaria, mas não é tão fácil. Tristana é um pick que com certeza vai voltar a ser banido, não vai passar para a próxima partida, não.
The damage numbers for FUR.A should be good though with the Pokemon. Yeah.
Abriu muito espaço. Ele abriu muito espaço com essa Tristana.
É claro que ele dá numbers is they always look so inflated,
tudo isso daí.
You look at this and you're like, oh, how did FUR.A possibly lose this? But a lot of this is just poke damage, which gets nullified.
Os Ziggs tudo bem, né? Os Ziggs eles estão pokeando o tempo todo, então puxa bastante dano. A gente vê que o time da VKS
really like this window. I think it kind of nullifies the Rek'Sai picks. And I've been begging for people to just pick Hyper Scalers in the top side against this Rek'Sai.
Eu tava
like, you can't win against the Rek'Sai. Just don't.
A Gwen deu mais
like, don't try and play lane with him.
Deu tipo 1100 de dano por minuto. Na real, isso fala mais sobre a Rek'Sai do que sobre a Gwen.
Isso que eu ia comentar, é mais um plot pra Rek'Sai do que a Gwen. Tudo bem que se o nosso destaque da partida fosse...
Yeah, but even then you can still see the utility Rek'Sai has.
Mas se pro time da VKS, quem que leva, meu querido?
Pra mim é qualquer um do mid top.
And it's the tunnels too. Like, the tunnels give him a lot of mobility.
Mas nesse caso eu fui pro
Even when he looks like he got out of position, if he's got enough tunnels in the air, if you don't clear it up, then he just hops
nessa
in
partida. Você falou
okay, we gave the Theiti.
E eu acho que o avanço retorcido...
I mean, Theiti did well, don't get me wrong, but...
conseguia fazer sempre num alvo prioritário, sempre entregando esse...
I don't know, I really don't think it was about the Theiti ultimates this game.
O que foi o diferencial. Ainda tem mais, diga. Podia até ter sido a parte central. Podia ter sido o Lynx, mas ele tomou um pick-off ali no final, que ele fez um flanco de Tristana e pulou no meio de todo mundo, que eu falei assim... não deu pra entregar
the engages that came out too.
Eu ia comentar do Tite.
Well, Theiti had a couple of good engages.
Da bomba dos Ziggs com um avanço retorcido pra continuar o engage. Então assim, rapaz está afiado. Agora,
agree to disagree on that one. Again, I think with the way K-Stars are playing right now, I'm not upset if anybody can win and can win MVP. I'm not upset because I think K-Stars are playing just really well across the board as a team. Like, yeah. If K-Stars can play like this all the time, I would genuinely take them over some of the CBLOL teams. I think they can win against quite a few CBLOL teams playing like this.
Com certeza ainda tem garra pra ser mostrada pela equipe da FUR.A, vai?
Faz o seguinte, você que tá em casa, a gente vai pra quinto jogo? Será que toca Silver Scrapes hoje? A gente descobre depois do intervalo. O CBLOL Academy vai ali, mas ele volta já já.
But at the same time, I do feel like this the K-Stars Academy team gives me the same concerns that I have with the CBLOL like main team, which is that right now I'm not really seeing them like out hands their opponent. Like they are out macroing their opponent. But when it comes to clutch plays, I feel like FUR.A was more clutch and more mechanical that this game too than the K-Star team was. K-Stars won because they were making better decisions. And they found like some better picks. But like in terms of actually, those fights should not have been as close as they were if FUR.A wasn't like mechanically playing insanely that game. And now with that said, I'm looking at the drafts too. It's like, okay, FUR.A have shown us two very different playstyles, both of which I really like. They've shown good adaptability draft. Going to game 3, I want to see what else FUR.A has in their pocket, because I really like what I'm seeing from this team so far. As for K-Stars, like, I'm assuming FUR.A is going to take red side. I honestly think the red side was a good choice for them. They did really well in the draft with what they had. Yeah, and for K-Stars, I'm just really curious, like, hey, do we just run this back again? Like, it's a good comp. I think I'd like to see Lucian Prio a bit more, especially when you've got the Trist already. You don't need like another big shredding tank buster sort of champion. I think you can take a Lucian and just like run the lane, and then you don't have to worry about having a skill super late against this team. Also, I think Lucian just plays better into the Quinn, specifically in team fights. The mobility matters a lot. Whereas you saw with Mortius, if he gets caught, Mortius is kind of dead. Like, there's nothing Mortius can do once you're caught. So it's like the initial positioning is the most important thing, and then after that, just kind of GG. Is this the best series like we've had all playoffs? I would say it is. Actually, Liberty Loud was a fun one too, for different reasons. Yeah, I think for fun, like in terms of like which series I enjoyed watching, just like blindly watching, Liberty Loud was definitely up there for me. I think that might have been my favorite series in terms of just watching. But like as a colorcaster, as an analyst, like this FUR.A Academy, this FUR.A Academy matchup right now has been probably the best one to watch so far. Like this is the highest level matchup I think we've seen so far. Like yes, there are little mistakes, but hey, this is Academy. For Academy level, these guys are playing insanely well. Even for tier 1, like I said, I'd take these guys into tier 1 right now with the way they're playing. I don't think they win playoffs, but I think they would give a good fight, you know, to teams. Like they'd probably be maybe like 7. Who would I take this team over? Both these teams over. Okay, maybe they're like the 8th. These seems to be like 8th in CBLOL. Because I take them over FUR.A main. I don't know if this is like a hot take. I think Shino and Steiner look better on this academy team because the academy team looks more coordinated. But I think IU-Zai has more like way more pop-up potential. So, but if they play like this as a team, I think they can take FUR.A. They could definitely take INTZ. Could they take Fluxu? Yeah, I think they take Fluxu as well. Yeah, I put this team like 8th right now. This FUR.A academy team. Play the way they're playing right now, like consistently. I think they're 8th place CBLOL. And this K-Stars Academy roster, they could even be 7th. But it'd be kind of like coin flip because Liberty Academy is like on the day, or Liberty, pardon me, main roster is like 50-50 on the day. So if Liberty are fueling themselves, Liberty wins. If Liberty is not fueling themselves, I think this K-Stars Academy roster will win. Really hyped. That said, I do still think it's going to be a 3-0 because I am not sure what more as good as FUR.A have been. I think K-Stars is just a bad matchup for them because I think the K-Stars right now are on a roll and they are feeling really incredibly strong. Like, I would love to be proven wrong because I want to see more games of this. It's not like yesterday where I was dying inside watching the games. This is really good. So I want to see more of these games, but yeah, I think K-Stars are just playing insanely well right now. The breaks feel shorter today than they did yesterday. Like yesterday, I went up to grab food and I was like doing all sorts of things in between games. So it's probably longer yesterday, the breaks, but today it feels longer. Maybe because I'm more excited for the matches today.
Tamo de volta, terceiro jogo dessa série, direto nos Pixibans pra gente já poder começar o nosso League of Legends.
Tristana fora, pra mim não pode deixar passar.
Okay, FUR.A still red side. Yep, makes sense. I like it.
E aí o cobertor fica curto pra equipe da FUR.A, viu? Fica curto. A equipe da FUR.A que, inclusive, continua se mantendo.
And we are opening with the Draven ban against Saikawa.
As mudanças que eles fizeram pro segundo jogo trouxeram um jogo bem melhor da equipe da FUR.A.
Não, eu gostei do jogo no sentido de que eles conseguiram executar mais coisas. Mas ainda assim, você tá continuando forçando com posições difíceis de execução. Que se você errar uma pequena coisa, você perde o jogo. Que é o que aconteceu, né? Eles até tiveram momentos bons, mas aquela luta de frente ali não podia acontecer jamais. O Chino sempre tem que estar pegando fogo. Tive esse Nox sendo banido, continua discordando desse ban, pra mim tem que ser Oriana. O Nox não tem que ser concorrado nesse ban. Vem essa Thalia pra mim, ok. É uma boneca que se pegar alguma skill ali,
move that off screen. So it doesn't cover the screen very well, but I want to see like what has been drafted the last couple games.
Sai um Rumble agora, né?
Pra mim a Rumble e Tristana aqui são boas opções. Ou o Maokai também. Tirar o Maokai do Tai tinha uma opção legal, mas eles continuam aí com a preocupação em cima desse Varus.
Curious, do you just open Kalista and pick it yourself, or is Triss that important?
Vamos ver o que vai sair nessa sequência, cara. Eu tô curioso pra ver o que a FUR.A vai aprontar nesse pick.
You know what? Okay, here's the problem for you right now. There's still Rumble, Tristana,
eu quero saber se eles vão continuar nesse caminho. Lembrando,
we do the Kalista
vai pra losers, vai jogar.
That's fine. I was wondering if K-Stars would leave it open because it's the last game, or
because
it's game. They have a 2-game lead. Excuse me. And they could like play around and try and pick it or whatever. But instead they ban it. That means FUR.A have a problem because you ban one of these two, and then the third one becomes first pick.
Rushadaço semana final em que vai acontecer
absolutamente
de tudo aqui, são 4 dias.
I think Linkus did great on it.
A gente tinha falado.
If your answer is Jace, then I don't think Lolo can deal with it. Yep.
Pra cima desse Rumble, a Tristana volta pra
as much as I thought Lolo played the fights well, his laning against the Triss was kind of rough.
Na parte central o Lynx fez a parte dele.
Like the early levels were still fine, but once like one item came through, Linkus was just stomping Lolo. And I think it's just a hard matchup.
Causar o dano e tentar sair.
Mas eu ainda tenho uma ressalva porque ele
okay, I like this. I like this. Ari Diego is good. Ari Lee Sin is good. Ari Vi is a guaranteed lockdown on a single target.
Boa resposta da FUR.A. Ahri mais vai. É o combo pra você achar o cara que corre.
E é uma composição um pouquinho mais simples.
And this combo also makes Lucian a lot weaker. So now I don't think Mortius goes Lucian. That would be, I think, a bad idea. But it does mean that Aikawa can still pick Lucian if Aikawa even plays Lucian.
Também, porque daí você consegue, se a vai chegar e a Ahri tentar vir, você tem
ali
Dark Knight. Já as raízes.
Wait, you're still here? I thought you went out to get food.
Mudaram muito. Rek'Sai e Maokai, só mudou a ordem. Tudo bem.
Eles mudaram a ordem. Antes era Maokai.
Yeah, if Cade wants to counter the Vi, then yes, they're gonna need the TK. But because the Triss here, theoretically, you can still go like secondary AD carry. Because Vi can only lock down one of them, right? So. Oh, you went to your kitchen. Oh, okay. Hey, Foods, yo. Nice to hear, Foods. I was just saying earlier that, hey, you know, the Linkus waiting room paid off last game. Linkus too. They gave MVP to Peithi, but...
No geral aqui dos playoffs e também pra CBLOL, né? Eu acho que é um duque muito forte. Tem que ficar de olho.
Yes, once you go to Brazil, you never leave.
Mas acho que a Rek'Sai, na real, com qualquer campeão vindo da selva que tenha que tenha uma knock-up, alguma coisa pra segurar.
Okay, second bad phase. We're looking for support. Support AD carry for K-Stars, AD carry and top for FUR.A.
Então você precisa dessa sinergia pra ter uma
I don't think. Actually, maybe Gwenban?
O gigantão fica aqui no meio, ó.
Vai daí, vai pro lado, vai. Chega pro lado aí. Ó, sai o Brown, eu gosto do ban. A FUR.A adaptando esse ban.
Vai ter que mudar, né?
Vai ter que mudar. Eles já pegaram o Nautilus, então já garantem ali.
Or do you want a Lucian ban here?
Well,
no, I can't. Apparently, for whatever weird reason.
Eles já têm a Vi, já tem essa
I think you just Gwenban.
E tem o Nautilus. O Brown...
Like, there are still other kills. You can still pick something like Camille, FUR.A. I think you could still get away with the Jax. Like, all of these are going to struggle in lane against the Rek'Sai, don't get me wrong. But, yeah, I'm happy. I approve of this. I like this ban. Gwen was like the big reason why FUR.A won out the early game. If not for that Gwen, I think it would have been a lot harder for FUR.A to play that. So.
Yeah. E agora fica a resposta do outro lado. Tiram a Jinx.
Mas tem a Renata.
Okay, I like this a lot. Yeah. Because now if you go Zeri here, then Vi just locks you down. So I like this. I like this. FUR.A, good draw. Adaptation. No, they went with Renata Dark Knight. I actually don't hate the Renata. I think it's okay. Oh, yes, please! Tristana AD carry! This is actually good! I was crying for this all of last year, and everybody just kept slamming Tristana mid to the point where I thought that nobody remembers that she's an AD carry. She's a good AD carry. Her level 1 to 3 is really strong. She can go toe-to-toe with like Lucian, Kalista, Draven. Like, Triss can actually win those. Oh, I'm so happy. This is so good. Especially into like a Nautilus Jinx lane. Like, you can Goomba Stomp Jinx in lane. And Nautilus can't do anything about it. Like, if anything, if you Goomba Stomp and like can't kill the Jinx, but you kill the Nautilus, you set the Nautilus behind, this bot lane becomes unplayable. So I like Triss AD carry. Move Triss as I say that. I like Triss AD carry. It's good. I like it. The ASO for Linkus is okay. Like, the pick itself into the Ahri, but Linkus did really well into Lolo, so I like this draft. And then Olaf is a good answer to try and punish, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm afraid that Olaf won't survive these fights. This is a good conceptual idea, but I can only give this like a 4 out of 5 at best. This is not like an amazing last pick. I think you're better off just going for like a super hyper skill. Yeah, it's kind of rough. This is painful. K-Stars, I give you 4.5. I like this draft from K-Stars a lot. You still prefer TK? That's fair. Like, I think TK is a better blind pick into the Vi. Or not blind pick, but like a better just overall sort of pick into the Vi specifically. They're trying to shut down the Vi. I screenshotted it. You need to talk more while they were loading, but we did not need to talk more. We are right into this.
Eu li o nome do Chino ao contrário.
Don't need that.
Ao contrário, o nome do Chino é Onyx. I
think TK is perfectly fine and viable. It's not bad. It's pretty good. But I think Renata gives you a better chance to dominate the lane. Like, Renata is still like Enchantress, so she's better in the 2v2 situation. And call, I think, here with Tristana Renata is that you're looking to stomp Jinx Nautilus early game.
É o nome do jogo.
Like you're not looking to skill up and beat them. You're just looking to destroy them in lane. So for that reason, I like this more for the 2v2. It will be weaker against the Vi, that is true. But you also have the Aurelion Soul as backup. So I'm worried as well, because even if Steiner shuts down one carry, you still have the secondary carry to carry these fights, and you'll be okay. Yeah, both are rival. Oh, Shino. Flash goes for Shino here.
A parada é que essa troca, esse
Shino knows his job. His job is to just whichever carry Steiner doesn't kill, Shino is supposed to kill the other carry.
Ele consegue se enfiar na terra e com isso.
Like I said, I'm just not 100% sure how that works into ASOL, because ASOL gets really tanky later on.
E aí ele vê o posicionamento de todo mundo numa boa.
Tranquilo, na rota do topo ali o Shino fica esperando essa movimentação. Na parte inferior tem o controle ali do Martin Aikawa e o Yuzent.
Yeah, so I think Kate Stars, I give 4.5 for their draft. I really like the draft. I think it's good. This is... It's a good adaptive draft. I like it, but they did get baited a little bit. So I feel like Furious draft, I will only give... I'll give the draft a 4, but I'll drop it to a 3.5 because I suspect that they don't have the skill to actually pull off the RV combo. Like the idea is good, but I don't think they'll actually work as well as it theoretically should into this Tristana Aurelion Soul.
Então, ainda assim, é arriscado pro Tyrion, ele vai ter que ir com calma ali,
segurando. Game 1, we have to remember, kind of got flipped on Second Dragon, where Yuria got all sorts of weird advantages they shouldn't have had. Oh, not really, sorry. Kitster's got all sorts of weird advantages they shouldn't have had, so they just outscaled. This time, like, Tristana is still a really good late game carry, but her mid game can be a little bit weak sometimes. Sometimes.
Se precisar fazer o reset, ele consegue voltar muito rápido e o Shino não consegue acompanhar o objetivo. Perigoso, hein? Agora, o Steiner tá chegando, o Charme pegou, o Tite tá longe!
Okay. Steiner and Lolo trying to prove me wrong. That's the gangster you wanted to see. Even in game 1 with the Viego, you can do the exact same thing.
Ele criou essa situação toda bonitinha. Flash com o charme na cara do Lynx pro Lynx não ter a oportunidade de escapar.
I really like that we're seeing the flash come out from Lolo to kick this off with the charm instead of waiting for Steiner to engage. Like, on one hand, it's more efficient if Steiner engages, but the flash charm, I think, is more of a guaranteed start. So you're kind of trading that lane strength for just the guaranteed kill. But I'm okay with that. Steiner can still look to impact the other lanes, right? Like, all the lanes now... Actually, one thing I didn't talk about. All these lanes would benefit from ganks from Steiner. Like, you can actually get kills in every single lane. You've got Nautilus, who can hook in the bot lane. Top side, Rek'Sai likes to go in, but also, like, Olaf can run people down. And with double mobility summoners, which, by the way, Steiner had to burn both Flash and Ghost. But if those are up, then you can just kind of... I prefer Steiner hold Flash for ganking one of the other lanes. I like that.
Pelo Aurelion Sol. Nesse jogo, o Steiner já aparece mais pela parte central, já querendo livrar um pouco mais o jogo do Lolo. Você pode ver como o Lolo tá com um pouco mais de gerência aqui. Porém, ele tem que tomar cuidado. Ele gastou um flash e ele ainda não tá no nível 6.
É aquela velha parada também, né? Bateu 3 min de jogo ali. Você olha pras rotas pra esperar.
Somehow, though,
jungler, né?
Link is up a wave onto Lolo. Somehow. Despite dying, I don't know how.
Ele ainda vai usando o Ezinho pra poder sair. Só que o Zent, amigo, deu aquele primeiro B, já volta pra rota do meio de novo. Muita cobertura pro Lolo nesse jogo.
Volta, foi o que eu acabei de falar, é a mudança de postura da Fúria. É justamente pra habilitar a área e fazer com que
that's really standard. I like actually having this top side because you already have all the wards here. That looks like it's outside of push,
da equipe da Fúria desse jeito, propondo a partida, participando ativamente do jogo que está sendo jogado.
Você vai ser obrigado a ficar aqui, se pá, porque o Lolo vai conseguir botar muito minion embaixo da torre, nada, ele vai base, vamos ver se ele
okay, and while all this is happening, Mortius and Telos are actually not getting any pressure onto this Jinx. This is not ideal. You picked this Tristana partially for her early game strength as well, and you're not able to punish. That's not great. This is a real good...
Ele faz as vastilarvas e ao mesmo tempo protegendo a parte de baixo também, porque
Skilling's going to be interesting this game too. Because I personally still favor Tristan or Linso Skilling in the Super League game. But the mid game with Olaf, Vi, and Ari is really, really good. And Jinx is still really good at skilling. And you don't really have a backline threat onto Jinx this game. So Jinx will outskill the Tristana. And technically, against Squishies, the Jinx is better than the Linso against Squishies. Yep, there you go, mobility spells, you just run them down. We're talking about. She know on these carries looking like a beast right now, man.
E aí eu falo, Colossimos, Viking sem vida é Viking agressivo, irmão, é perigoso.
O problema é que o Viking tirou nível 6, G7. E aí quando ele pega um Ragnarok, não tem knock-up. Não vai ter papo. Você vai ser levantado, vai nada. Acabou, passou por cima, atropelou, levou a melhor nessa troca, nesse 1 contra 1. E ainda mais, a equipe da FUR.A vai meio que passando o tapete, vai se dando bem de cima a baixo no mapa. Eles levaram aquela troca na melhor, eles levaram a melhor na mid lane, levaram a melhor na troca no top, levaram o Vastilar, vão levar o dragão.
Okay, and they get Dragon, and they got 2 of the Void Grubs, and Furia's turning on for this last game. Well, I guess I should say FUR.A does not want this to be the last game.
Montanha e infernal pra alma desse jogo que pode ser o decisivo da série.
Rapaz.
The options for Thinty are still all there though, right? Like mid lane's kind of hard to gank post 6 now because Ari is very, very mobile. Bot side is still gankable. Like if Yuzin pushes up, you can absolutely punish. If Aikawa pushes up, you can absolutely punish. Problem is, Tristana's really bad at freezing waves because her explosive shot automatically procs when you last it.
Eu contabilizei, V7, no split passado, quantas vezes o dragão das nuvens tinha aparecido. O Quintec não, o Hextech tinha aparecido tipo 10 vezes.
And top side's kind of hard to camp for Maokai too now.
10 vezes, não 10 vezes,
Olaf
mas
is post 6,
a mais.
has Ragnarok available, still has a flash too to get out.
10 vezes mais, porque aí a matemática dá senhora.
And Maokai is all about the CC, not about the damage.
Agora a gente vai acompanhando telas e morteiros garantindo pressão nessa bot side. São 3 minutos e 45 pro dragão, daqui a pouquinho volta a Vastilarva. E a gente vai ter uma visão da FUR.A jogando para esse topside. Porque eles querem buscar essa Vastilarva para deixar o Chino um pouco mais ameaçador. Até porque o Lulu também consegue fazer
they're getting some deep vision down in K-Star jungle, our FUR.A.
O Lynx agora, que fica numa situação delicada, porque como ele tá sendo o tempo todo focado,
Here
tem uma
and here.
sentinela ali atrás que deve ter mostrado a movimentação do Stiner, ele tem que ficar embaixo da torre.
They're really trying to nullify TG.
Ali, entendeu? Ficar tranquilo. Só que ao mesmo tempo isso abre o espaço no top. E o
Problem is that's still Maokai. You can shut him down and he'll still have a lot of impact later on. Ragnarok is available, so this dive is a little bit rough. Kirin just needs to focus on clearing this wave. The thing you do is just clear that wave. Lolo burnt Spirit Rush to make this happen. Problem is, I don't think you can punish Lolo for this.
Ele não precisa da torre, ele limpa o wave.
Maybe Tati tries to make something happen. I mean, with ASOL, maybe you have enough damage? I'm not sure, I'm not confident. I think you at least blow the flash though if you try and gank mid.
E aí o dragão vai conseguindo fazer essa viagem pra onde quer que ele seja necessário. Escapou de tudo bonitinho ali. Também o passinho do Lynx.
Good introduction for Lolo there. The siege minion's worth double, 4 stacks. It's worth 2 stacks.
Vocês estão em casa aí, eu não sei se vocês estão ligados, mas o rabinho dele ali,
ele
ele existe, mas não existe.
Oh, Telas just walked into that. Telas is dead.
E o Telas sendo focado, puxaram pra trás, e aí já não tem mais o que fazer, vai ser eliminado. O Morteus, inclusive, já abandona.
Well, things are going from bad to worse right now. Like I said before last game, I think FUR.A is mechanically, individually performing better than the side of K-Stars. And it's happening this game. And K-Stars this time don't look like they have the proactive early game. So if this laning state extends, FUR.A can just keep snowballing the lead bigger and bigger and bigger.
A equipe da VKS não teve uma melhor de 5 que eles não aproveitaram do começo ao final.
I fear Tati
seja ganhando,
does not
seja
get this.
perdendo.
Okay, no, it's fine.
Eles jogaram 5
FUR.A
jogos
just want to zone out more
assim, todas as oportunidades que eles tiveram. VKS Academy, né?
Eu gosto da
They saw it.
né, que eles
Tell us, you saw the ward.
Focado, e a gente tá por aqui, Lolo também, carga de profundidade, vai pegar lá atrás, mesmo que não
Tell us this. You burn one flash, that's okay.
O tá pegando barricada. Ele já pegou a primeira, a segunda tá quase ali na mão dele, então a FUR.A vai comprando espaço, querem deixar essa Jinx pra jogo.
E ver como essa mid lane mais livre do Lolo tá
dando
o jogo livre que a FUR.A queria na primeira partida e precisava também na segunda. É isso. Eles...
Opa. Morteus tá tentando achar o
Okay.
Tem purificar, tem tudo. Na rota do meio, pega o charme também pra
Oh, that was good from TT. That was really, really good. Nice. Nice. Oh, but Yuzen, can he get out? One more, one more. Oh, that last auto. That's a empowered Q auto from Mortius, I'm pretty sure. That or lethal tempo. The speed was pretty fast that. Okay, that was huge from the K-Stars needed that so badly. TT, that was a really interesting gang pathing. I love it that he got around there.
E a gente vai pra parte de cima em que os dois continuam se batendo, mas o Olaf continua também abrindo um pouquinho de vantagem, deixando a situação do Tyrion desconfortável.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. But the thing is, when you've got the Trist, that's exactly what you need to do, right? You're really, really, really strong. But yeah, this felt so sketchy to start. Yuzen did a really good job at creating that space and that zoning. Literally, if not for the fact that TT wrapped around here, this does not work out.
E Morteus deu o flash pra não ficar na mordidinha flamejante.
Actually, I don't know if the heal was burnt.
Aquele último auto-ataque.
I don't know, they were using all the speed ups, man.
Todo o threat da torre ali. E um momento dramático em que o Lynx foi alvejado na parte central.
Embate parado, não tem skill shot.
Yeah, but FUR.A are doing really well this game. This is what you need to see from like Ari jungle, you know? Like if you pick Ari Lee Sin, Ari Viego, Ari Vi, this is what you need to see. It's like the perma gank setup on the mid lane because it's just point and click and kill. FUR.A is still in the fight. They're fighting back. Biggest goal difference is the top lane right now, and that is not a good sign for Tyrion because it only gets worse from here. Yeah.
Acelera a Tristana, né, cara? Então, a Tristana, hoje, ela é dependente de item, mas ela não é mais aquele bonecaço pra late game que depende de chegar muito tarde no jogo. Não, ela começa a jogar ali muito.
Telas okay, all 3 games now, Telas is taking like a lot of random poke in the early game. Like he's a beast later in the team fights, but at this stage of the game, it just feels like he eats poke. And as Renata, I'm a lot more scared than I am as, like, you know, Alistar or Braum. Like those 2 are tanky. If Telas eats the wrong poke, Telas dies. Yep, ate another thing right there. Friggin' hook just killed him. The bailout is buying so much time though. Oh, it wasn't fast enough. Mortius dies, that's okay, secondary carry. 3-4-2, Cade will take this. Oh. Yo, focus, focus! Oh, they were so split. Tyrion was thinking of going for a low there. That was a mistake, no. I need to focus the same target. And Link's flash for that. Unfortunate. This is not Linkus' game. Yeah, this bailout here. They tried to ignore Telas at first, but so you can't do that. There's still a lot of CC coming out.
Mas salvou a VKS, né? Vamos ser sinceros, porque boa chegada.
Yeah, they're going blow for blow. I like this from K-Stars. I do think this is how you need to keep playing, right? Like just play aggressive while you can with the Rek'Sai, with the Tristana. If you give too much space to Shino and Aikawa, they will become problems. Olaf melt, yeah. See, that's my concern with the Olaf pick when I saw it, was just that the damage that can come out from Aesol and Trist is actually really high. So even if you Ragnarok and ignore all the CC, you still have to run through all of that. And I think you die. Which, you know, went Flash Ghost. Like sometimes we see Ghost TP, you know, or whatever TP. Or sometimes Ignite, but no, you want double mobility here because you need to run through that fire as fast as you can and just kill Aesol. And, or Trist, you know, but preferably both. But. Okay, Void Grubs 2-for-2, Dragons 1-for-1, and Herald will go the way of FUR.A. Is first brick on the table.
Possível, não é que eles querem. Então, deixa aí esse arauto ficar para a equipe da FUR.A, espera. Eu sinto que a equipe da VKS tem um late game um pouquinho mais parrudo, assim, mais conciso, então eles podem jogar com paciência esse jogo, não precisa afobar, não.
Eu gosto que o Chino, toda vez que ele tenta entrar na selva da VKS, tem alguém dando slow, tem alguém dando knockout, tem alguém batendo nele, ele sai.
Interesting that now the charts have gone down, but we're actually seeing the lane swaps come through. Because we're past 14 minutes.
O Lolo vai jogando lá pra cima do Tyrion.
Tyrion getting a lot of damage.
Também Tyrion desvia, tem saco enterrado do Steamer disponível. Vai ter também cara de profundidade. O Tyrion tá com os dias contados, o teleporte tá chegando. Ele consegue o
knockout, só que o Zinch great play.
Não virou. Ele vai
but good for FUR.A didn't even draw turret aggro at all there. So there's no damage coming down. That's fine. It's just a disengage.
Mais à frente, vai tentando sair a Fúria. Acaba sendo encantada, a lentidão pega no Lolo e chega todo mundo da Vivo Cage pra poder salvar o Tyrion.
A tropa da Cage chegou com
this is feeling like either Stina or Lolo in game. Yep. I mean that's what they were doing too, right? In game 1, the comp that they wanted to do. Oh, the build! Oh, it's just a second too late again. Oh, Mortis doesn't get the kill. Oh, that was so clutch. Theity too. His ult didn't actually catch anybody. That's so close. No! Finish the burn! Oh my goodness, K-Stars is inting. K-Stars is inting! We fed the Jinx! How many kills is that? Is that a quadra?
V7, a equipe da VKS pode ter entregue a partida.
I think that was 4 kills.
Eles forçaram demais.
I don't know, Spoods. Like, what the hell? It's so weird. Like, this part, okay, this I understand, right? Like, your Triss, you tried to get the reset, you failed. Or you tried to get the belt, you failed, but you almost got used it. This I understand. One more auto and use it. Okay, but this series of events? What? Linkus, just focus this! Focus this! Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's 4 kills for Aikawa. This Jinx is fed. How is he only 300? Not even like how is he only 200 gold up from Mortius? This makes no sense. This should be way higher. Oh, I guess Mortius has 4 kills maybe, but still, this should be way higher.
Já dá aquela zedada, irmão. O Aikawa teve seu jogo acelerado demais. 7.500 de ouro, ele tá à frente do Morteus.
I don't know, man. That was hell weird to watch. Literally, if that didn't happen, FUR.A is only up like 2 kills maybe. That's it. But now, like, you're up 4 kills plus another turret plus gold. Like, yeah, FUR.A's in a great position right now. And this is their power spike coming up soon, right? Like, Shino's gonna hit 2 items soon. Steiner 1 item, he already power spike. Lolo Malignant's 1 item is enough to start killing people. I was gonna hit 2 really fast. Rectrix and Zeal. What is Rectrix and Zeal building? I actually don't know. Oh, Phantom Dancer. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, I'd like the Phantom Dancer. I think that's a good build. Yeah. Kate made a mistake. Now the question is, can like Kate recover from the mistake? Because they still have really strong scaling. Oh, look at this. Like, this is textbook team fight of how Kate wants to play this. This is so good for them. What happened to Steiner? Oh, okay. Used it early. Never mind. Wait, used it on Tyrion. Oh, they're screwed up. Oh, no. Can they turn? Okay, good tank on the rocket from Telas. Lolo has no more. Oh, has the flash. It's a 1-for-1, but this is a comprehensive case. This is like textbook fight for K-Star. I know they're going to replay it, but I don't have patience for this. So this concern for Olaf, just watch this entire, like, freaking freaking time. Like right here, just breathing fire the entire time. So this is a 1v1 effectively, or should be like a 1v1. Sky's Descent drops this way. So this is like how you deal with Olaf a lot of times, is you can't stop Olaf, but you can stop everyone else. And then Olaf is just like however many people. Okay, never mind. Mortis is there. It's a 2v1. But Descends, and that means that these guys can't join in. Shino is dying. Link is actually fast. I don't even think he needs to just sat there. Yeah, but the moment Steiner didn't use ult onto Mortius, and the moment Shino could not attack the backline, like this was a... This is really good from K-Stars. Again, they needed it. Because despite all of this, it's still a 1-for-1, right? Like, they'll get Dragon, which is good, but this is Cloud Drake. It's not that important. Oh, shoot. Linkus. Okay, Steiner made up for his mistake by killing Linkus.
O dele ele levou, o dragão ele garantiu e ninguém pode dizer que o Steiner não conseguiu abate no dragão.
So net, this is 1 for drag. It's actually 2 for 1 plus drag, but effectively it evens out to 1 for dragon, which is fine. That's okay. I think Kate's that, but watching Linkus die there was a little bit painful. Like, Steiner did a really good job. It's not like, I don't think Linkus messed up, I just think, yeah, it was just painful to watch. Ooh, I like this. On spawn. They get spotted though. Can they finish it? I don't think they can. Yeah, good. They just blew the TP from Turin. That's okay. That's right. Turret still goes down. Okay. As an Ahri, if you trade your Spirit Rush for Sky's Descent, it's always worth it. The cooldown on this is so much longer. And also, you got Malignance, so like your cooldown's already going to be shorter. And now they split push. FUR.A is... This is their power spike. They've got strong pushing lanes. They're better 1v1 in small skirmishes. Good lane assignments though from K-Stars. Linkus doesn't want to interact, he just wants to farm. So catching side waves is perfect for him, and he has TP. Oh, FUR.A started up again. Okay, they know. Okay, K-Stars blew another TP. They're going for the fight. But Dragon burns everything. Ooh, damn, frontline went down. Aikawa kind of fed. Link is just disengaging by blowing fire down there the entire time. We are still trying this. Okay, great Vi ultimate. Perfect. Oh, the reset again doesn't come through. Holy crap. How many times is that for K-Stars? Three, 4 times? That the bailout doesn't... That they couldn't get the bailout in time? Damn. That's so unfortunate for them. They're so low too. Anybody shows up here. Oh. FUR.A, this is such a ballsy play. And it works. Good for them. They actually made it work. That's actually crazy. This FUR.A team has nothing to lose. And they know it. Okay. Oh, such good baiting from FUR.A, man. That turnaround from Steiner, the moment Linkus walked up, oh, chef's kiss. Linkus is not having a good game this game. Compare this to his first game, like, this is really rough. Like, he still scales, but the problem is you're now like 7k down against a Jinx who has almost 3 items. There's just no threat onto this Jinx right now.
A equipe da FUR.A fez isso daí. A diferença desse jogo pro jogo passado é que a equipe da FUR.A nesse jogo é muito mais forte do que no jogo passado.
É a vantagem mais expressiva deles, ainda mais
a série inteira.
Poucos minutos. Sim, exato. E eles agora vão ter a vantagem, o dragão tá chegando, eles vão pegar esse segundo dragão a favor deles ali. Vem pra rota do meio também, estão tentando fazer aqui uma brincadeira pra cima do Morteus.
Well, Orion Soul will eventually outscale even a Jinx. The problem is range, right? Like, it's still hard for Orion Soul to actually hit the Jinx. So.
E lá na parte de cima vai levar a primeira torre da VKS na parte superior, o Tyreen.
Okay, we burn Flash. There's no Ghost. We burn Ragnarok. Is it enough? I don't... No. No, it's not. Okay. But they are literally losing their base right now. This is a trade, all right. We take inhibitor and turret, and you get 1 outer turret up top and 1 Olaf kill. Can they pinch and kill? I don't know if they can. Linkus is not there. Linkus has no TP. This is a 3v4.
Será que a VKS vai conseguir
Tá longe o Lynx e Morteus.
Linkus is flying right now, but the cooldown of that's like 20 seconds.
O Telas vai chegando, o Tite vem pela lateral, as raízes vão pegar, o soco veio à frente, o Aikawa consegue
Oh, really good block from using the designer. They tanked up the Maokai ultimate. Really well played from them. 5 seconds on Chino. Kate's actually gonna take this and run. Like, if you try and fight, this is not gonna end well for you. Like, just take it and burn before Olaf gets here. Spirit Rush is available, so is Cease and Desist. All the big team fight tools for FUR.A is up and available. Okay, take it, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. DT, flashes, okay. Oh, Mortius is good. Oh, Mortius! Wait, no way, Mortius lives? Wait, this could be huge. This could actually be gargantuan. No! Mortius! What the? Like, that was so good, and then Mortius decided to kill himself. Like, genuinely, actually just dove in. I don't...
Vai descer e a Fúria vai garantindo pelo menos esse ouro.
Mas a equipe da VKS segurou legal essa
like this part, the fact that Mortius lives here is already incredible. Like, this is so good, right? And you're an 80 carry, you're fine. Like, you can do damage. You survive here. This is so good. You even survived the freaking Ahri. And then this. Like, what makes you... Mortius, you have so much to live for. Why are we... Maybe he thought he was dead and he was bailed out and he needed to get kills? I don't know. Like, this is just... Like, stay here and kill Yuzin. Oh no, man. That was super off. On the bright side. On the bright side. Kate Stars, they stop the Baron push from FUR.A. They get soul point. So, and the gold lead did not grow after Baron went down. So, it's not the end of the world. You know, like, Kate Stars are still in it. It's still very, very hard. They're still looking to just kind of skill up. The team fight is still going to be very, very rough until Aikawa, but they are still alive to even think about team fighting. Yeah, this Tristana pick has been very questionable for Mortius so far. You didn't get the early game power, you are now in your power trough. So this is the part where Tristana feels a bit weak. At like 3 items, you still do damage as an 80 carry, and you still have your Q, but your range is not that good. So your range at this point is a little bit, like, it's okay-ish. Okay, Maokai ult comes out. That's gone. Linkus needs to rotate up now. Do they have vision? They have enough vision to rotate. They should be okay. Good defense. Yeah. FUR.A is playing this well though. They're not just sitting back and waiting for the game to happen. Like, they're actively trying to push, rotate. I can't just go back and forth. Because this is the last inner turret standing, FUR.A should be able to take it without Baron buff, but it's just like the way they need to kind of shuffle back and forth between mid and top to pressure it. It's a bit hard. Well, it actually shouldn't be hard, but I don't know why they're struggling. Maybe they just didn't have the wards, the pinks at the time to actually clear out all the vision. Sweepers are down mostly too.
Dessa Tristana crescendo e da equipe da FUR.A podendo se complicar caso o jogo vá para muito, muito tarde.
Aikawa is almost full build right now. I assume that's probably going to be a GA. I actually don't think GA is that huge a buy for FUR.A. But we'll see. Like, I'd almost prefer just another damage item. I guess there's no other real items you can build, like, which will give you any defensive stats worth buying for Aikawa.
Com certeza e 100% são eles que estão na cadeira do motorista dessa partida. O Gurunta não, V7.
Calma que ainda não tô idoso.
Okay, Lolo on the flank. Lolo's 5-0 and 6, I'm going to be honest, I don't this Ari too much. We are just melting. Yuzin, good, good, easy, front to back. Huge ultimate! Shino still has Ragnarok though, he's holding. I like that call a lot. Oh, good stasis. But now you don't have that for Vi. Tyrion tanks it? Nice. Really nice from FUR.A. FUR.A lose Yuzin, but literally K-Stars could not push in, and K-Stars had to be so scared of the turnaround. Super well played from FUR.A. But K-Stars too, like, oh man. This series has been so good. I feel like this entire thing is really good. Jason's worthy if Jinx dies. So, yes, but my concern is that if Jinx dies, the fight is lost, and by the time, I think it's what, 2.5 seconds or 4 seconds to revive? What I'm afraid of is by the time Aikawa revives, nobody will be alive to protect you anymore. And because VK's damage is sustained damage, not burst damage, they will just kill you as soon as you respawn. That's my concern. But yeah, I was thinking about it, I was like, there is no better item anyways for defensive option, so I guess you just go GA here then. Because yeah, there's... Like I was wondering, like maybe Immortal Shield Bow might be better, but... I kind of don't like Immortal Shield Bow. I haven't done the math on it, but it just feels really bad in terms of defensive stats. Yo, we are leashing Baron. Why are we leashing Baron? Okay. This is I don't know what they're doing. Like, if you want to do this, Mortis needs to be sitting here instead of like trying to zone out. Drop. Okay, we take it. Nice. Okay. Kill out comes out. Is it enough? It is not enough. Okay, Mortius is still free powering. Linkus is still alive. It's enough. It's okay. Oh! Mortius redemption arc. Let's go. Damn, 60 damage. See what you can do when you don't jump into the enemy team. It's insane. It's crazy. Yeah, that's the problem with Asol, right? Like 3 items, he's already feels so tanky. Like you saw how deep Lolo had to go, and even then, like you didn't get the kill. Or I guess you did, but like you were just so deep at that point. It's just not worth it. Yeah, okay, so this start was good. So a lot of really good things happening here. So first of all, Aikawa comes to the fight. This is intentional. Like this is good for my insta-killed. The problem is the Rek'Sai, and this is the other part of Rek'Sai. We think a lot about the laning and how annoying Rek'Sai laning is in the permaheal. The problem with Rek'Sai is the tunnels. So there's all sorts of mobility. If you don't clear out the tunnels in the next thing you know, Rek'Sai is in your behind. It's good to point out that, yeah, Aikawa got caught. Yeah. Being late to this is intentional. Yeah, he still gets zoned out by Tyrion. Because, oh, it wasn't even Tyrion. Sorry. It was actually Telas. My bad. I didn't see the hostile takeover come out. But the hostile takeover actually screwed Aikawa. That was massive. I thought Telas was just dead to start with, but... to carry this fight. But look at Linkus too. Linkus right now is sat in the middle of everybody. Like, I don't know if you can see it. This tiny health bar here, that's Linkus. Everything. And this is actually a really good play from... Actually, let me cut back a bit. Like a quick second to this chaos. Because watch Shino and watch Steiner and how they play this. So they go in. Linkus is over here. Ultimate's here. Or to move in. But then they threaten Mortius, but it's bait. The moment Linkus shows up here, that's the Vi ultimate you're seeing. This tiny line right here, that's the Vi ultimate. They waited for Linkus to get in because they know that Linkus is the biggest threat to Olaf. They just turn on that. It's really good from FUR.A. But the problem is double threat, right? And Linkus actually survived. You saw Linkus actually still floating out of there. Right here. The fact that Linkus flashed out and still floated out was actually because Linkus started moving here, they all have to focus Linkus, and Mortius gets the free fire, and Mortius carries the rest of the fight. Oh my goodness. This is so crazy. It's so clutch. Both teams are doing like so many good things. The best thing in that fight was Telas' ult right there. Like Telas has been struggling in these fights to have impact because his builds are always like a little not enough for people to live. But that hostile takeover, man, onto Aikawa, holy crap. Literally game winning. Because now they get Baron, they get... Okay, Soul doesn't really matter. But they close the gold gap to only 2k. Good idea, right? I actually didn't notice that like Aikawa got caught. I thought it was like Tyrion who cut off Aikawa. Yeah, but this is like Mortius trying to redeem himself now, and now Mortius is level 16. Oh, the damage from... That's just the ult that almost killed Lolo. Using melted. Tyrion's dead. Yeah, you can't play into this Ace comp though. Yeah. Yeah. That right there is why I don't feel like GA is gonna matter, because you just saw Lucas sit there the entire time and just like, come at me, bro. Wait, what the hell? What did Aikawa sell it for? What? Wait, what item did he... Oh, it was just an I. Oh, I miscounted. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Sorry. I was like, what did Aikawa sell the item for? He didn't actually sell it. It was just I miscounted items. So it wasn't Geos. IE. My bad. He didn't have IE yet. And that's it. It's a 3-0. But damn, this is a 3-0, but it's like the best series. Holy crap. Okay. So, real question now. Mortius ends the game 14-4-5, right? Do you give Mortius MVP? Considering that he had the most kills, I'm sure he has the most damage, but there were like some really sketchy moments. Do you give it to him? And if not to him, who do you give it to? Because like the eye test says that Telas didn't do well. The eye test. But Telas also had the game winning fight. And to be honest, I don't think Telas got, like, after the early game, got caught. DT MVP? Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, actually, yeah, I'm okay with giving DT MVP this game. DT did not int at all. DT and Tyrion, I think, both did well. But, okay, so I agree. I think I give this to... Actually, I think personally I give it to Telas, but I think DT or Telas are probably the two I'd give it to. My guess is that CBLOL Academy is going to give it to Mortius. That's my guess. I mean, Mortius had a really, really good late game, but a lot of the mid-game struggles were because of Mortius. So, because of that, I hesitate to give him MVP. But his late game was definitely really, really good, to be fair. Even that last one.
Sim, e aí, momento decisivo, o Lolo tomou aquele dano, a onda do Tite gera todo o espaço, Telas puxa a rapaziada pra trás, e aí depois ainda vem a onda da Renata, ganha muito espaço a equipe da VKS, e parecia que a FUR.A ia levar melhor, mas repara que nessa fight, o Morteus tá livre basicamente o tempo inteiro, ele foi alvejado, mas olha o Vel'Koz aqui, eu tô falando do Vel'Koz porque é exatamente o que o Lolo tá fazendo, o Lynx virou
yeah, see, like, Mortius just playing leapfrog there, just, oh, man. Like, yeah, I think they're probably gonna give Mortius MVP, and I'm okay with that because of the plays he made, but I agree with you, Dark Knight. I think DT or Telas. Yeah. Oh, look at... And they just spiked. It's crazy too, because... Yeah. Yeah, actually that last chase on...
Avança já e vai uma boa. Só que pra esse jogo agora. Calma, V7. Me dá um nome, irmão. Calma, V7. Eu quero um nome. Não, calma, V7.
I don't feel like it was like a... I don't know, I feel like Fury didn't make that many like bad mistakes. It's like a couple of small mistakes and then just got punished. Yeah, they gave it to Mortius, as expected. Okay. Yeah, they did, and it was kind of nutty from him.
Ele conseguiu esse a mais, 1000 de dano por minuto.
I just personally didn't want to give it to him because I think his mid-game... His early mid-game was what gave him so much trouble. Okay, Fury against Down. I'm actually, unironically, really hyped for this match now. Like, yeah, I'm hyped for this match. This one, I am actually going to... I think this is going to be a very funny match. Flamengo versus Kaboom. And to be fair, I think Flamengo actually might win this. Kaboom right now... is very like, Kaboom is just really weird. Like some days they're there and they're amazing, like against Red. Some days they just like show up against FUR.A and just get wiped for no reason. So I don't know. This one I think could go either way. But this one, the FUR.A Loud one, is another, like, I think it could be a really good one. Like, Loud has been improving a lot. Their macro has been pretty good too. Not K-Star level, but yeah. If FUR.A plays the way they do today, I think FUR.A win this. Like, I actually think FUR.A win this if they play the way they did today. They played so well today. Like, this score, this is such a lie. Like, you look at this and go, oh, K-Star's 3-0, right? FUR.A is not good. K-Star's is amazing. We knew this. That's not true, though. Like, the matches were so close. Like,
Rushadão do Academy, yeah. Essa reta final toda.
Actually, no. This is the end of the stream. I don't know why I'm pausing. We're done. Yeah, I'm very happy. Yesterday might have given me 5 games, but today's 3 games brought me far more joy. This was so good. This series is actually so good. I'm gonna go as far as to say that this series was better than all the games we watched in CBLOL this last weekend. I'm going to say that. Yeah, Spoods, yeah. VKS. Yo, they literally gave you everything they could, Spoods. They gave you a fast enough series that you didn't have to suffer sleep deprivation, but they gave you like 3 really, really, really good games where it was like close enough and spicy enough. Like this last game, they could have lost it. They gave you the hopes, the dreams, the excitement, everything you could want. Yeah. I actually think this series was better than the series we watched in CBLOL this last weekend. Like, Red stomped harder, sure. But like the K-Stars Los Grandes was a absolute slugfest that was horrifically ugly. I have thoughts on that. I don't know if we're recording. We're having problems syncing up a schedule, but if we do, I will be talking about that series because I thought it was ugly. And then Pain versus Loud at this point is just depressing. So this series alone actually just made my week. I'm going to tweet about this. For tuning in and watching. Thanks, Boots and Dark Knight, for accompanying the entire stream, actually, from start to finish. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm quite happy. I'm going to... Yeah, I almost feel like not ending this. Like, I don't feel the need to end the stream, but I just got nothing else to do right now. So I guess, yeah, I'm just going to end and go tweet because I'm still so hyped from this game. Yeah, thanks. Peace out, y'all. And I'll see y'all this weekend. I don't know if I'm costing this weekend, but we have CBLOL games this weekend. Elimination games. So... that should be fun. Peace out and see you. Bye.